No, they didn't invade.
Right.
Didn't do anything. The cost of chips went up.
Just the talk of it.
Yeah, it's all scuttlebutt.
Well, and that's the whole thing. I think that's what's
if you're in control of corn and you go, hang on just a second here, my family's upset about the market. We're going to hang on our corn. It would go through the roof, even though the trucks are still showing up getting the corn.
Yeah. Well, more horrible.
The more they put this in front of the people and the more they manipulate it.
Well, that's what they
keep us on our heels.
Well, basically, it's what he was saying is that the fact that it's, anything that would allow them to do what they're doing, like the problem with the straight, they're utilizing that as a way to,
if all these boats that are in the ocean right now unloaded, gas would be at $1.50 a gallon.
Yeah, so
forget what's in the straits.
So the president has nothing to do with that.
No.
And I think that's what a lot of people, think that, he's the one that does.
What do you think they're doing with that oil in Venezuela now? They're not in the straits.
Or they're just coming from them?
They're filling up their tankers and they're just sitting out there on the ocean. Same thing.
I got you.
They're going to cash in at the right time.
Well, they're cashing in right now. What are you talking about? And welcome everybody here to the Automotive Edge radio show here on our social media sites. If you're tuned in today, thank you. It's a beautiful day in North Texas. What's the temperature going to be? About 80?
Yeah.
85 is what I heard.
Wow. Beautiful day, man. Gorgeous. I'm headed to Houston tomorrow morning, staying the night, picking up my buddy from New Jersey, and headed to Galveston for 3 days. I keep hearing myself.
I hear it too.
Yeah, we're having to turn our volumes down when we're live on our social media sites, and we tune in on with our phones, and so we can see the comments and stuff. So, then I'm going out Tuesday morning, Kurt, out in the Gulf of America to a rig to fish, and I'm not a fisherman. Dave, I don't fish.
So are we going to get video of this if you try to fish?
I'm going to be like,
for fun. I tell you what's going to be funny is he's going to be coming out of the breaker. Bo's going to be out there chucking his guts, and he's going to be laying on the bottom of that boat waiting for that thing to quit rocking.
Oh, we so need video of this.
I'm going to be out there with a big old hat on, like Aunt B on the Andy.
When I went through the breakers first time to go out fishing, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
Rolling around pretty good.
They know how to get. Once you get through it, it's steady water. We went all the way out to the trench line.
We're going to one of the rigs. I think it takes about a couple hours to get there. So, but I'm prepared. I'm going on that boat to be warm because it's going to be 78 as a high. And
you better put that sunscreen and everything on because the reflection off the water is worse than direct sun.
Yeah, I know.
They rushed me back on a burn flight.
No.
Oh,
whoa, yeah. Wow. Yikes.
Are you kidding
me?
That
captain goes, "Oh my gosh, cover him." And they took me to port, put me on a burn flight, and flew me back. And I had a blister this big on my back. And I had to sleep on the dining room table in a chair for a week.
Oh my gosh.
How long did that take it to burn like that? Like an hour?
An hour. Hours.
Wow, that's crazy.
And my sister had to come over every day and put silver diazepam on my back and soak it.
Wow. I never heard that story before.
It was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, so much for fishing in the ocean.
Well, the one thing is that
they wear a long. That's why you see all those guys out there with long sleeve shirts.
No, I do know that. Well, I've been out there a couple times scuba diving back many years ago, so I have a little bit of an idea about what to think. But I am going to be covered up, and they won't let you bring spray sunblock.
No.
Once it's cream, you want to have it as cream. I guess because it sprays on the boat and probably gets slippery.
And then you know what you bring? You bring a big old jar of Noxzema. So if you do burn, Noxzema takes the burn.
That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Every time we go on vacation, I bring a jar of Noxzema.
Well, I'll be stopping at the drugstore getting me some Noxzema. That was big in the day. That Noxzema is still good, huh?
Last time I got burnt and Melinda got burnt, we covered it in Noxzema. Next day we were fine.
I think I'm gonna take some CBD cream and do it.
I wouldn't do that.
Do the Noxzema.
Noxzema.
It's got a funny smell to it.
Yeah, but it sure is. It's a miracle.
Yeah, I'll be walking around Galveston and going,
Your
Man,
SRN program
somebody's-
begins. in
Last year when I got
60
burned,
seconds.
I covered myself with Noxzema, and next
It's
morning
all good,
it was-
huh?
I was red, but it didn't hurt.
yeah, that's cool.
I had to apply it like 3 times.
Yeah, I'll stop and get some on the way out.
I asked Leia, so where's the cold cream? She said, in the freezer section.
No.
That's what she told me at CVS. I went, cold cream.
Oh, I
Over and refrigerated. And I went, are you freaking kidding me? Then this elderly lady walked up. She goes, "Sir, follow me." Yeah, you might want to tell these kids.
what that means.
Because no matter the temperature of the jar, it goes on cold.
Right.
Yeah, it's in refrigeration. I'm sure it is.
Of course it is.
You'll need to quit.
Your SRN program will begin in 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Automotive Edge.
Good morning, Charlie Davis.
It's the
Hello,
bottom of the
Charlie.
ninth inning. With 2 out,
Hi, Charlie.
a third, and Team
Judy.
Consumers are behind by 1 run. At the plate for the
My
Consumers
beautiful-
is Kurt
now,
Chase. The
Julia,
count
the
is
lady,
full.
my niece that made the hats, is watching. If you notice, Bo's wearing one of the new hats.
Check it
Here's
out.
the pitch.
Beautiful.
It's
Love
a
it.
long fly ball. Hit deep into left center field. It's going, gone. 2-run homer. Another great walk-off win for Team Consumer by Kurt Chase at the Automotive Edge.
You're up.
Thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on this gorgeous Saturday morning. Depending where you are, it really doesn't matter the weather, is that we're alive and healthy and all together this morning here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show that helps you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying a car, selling a car, trading, parts, service, body shop. We have you covered here, bringing you 38 years of automotive experience from selling cars to managing dealerships, and now 22 years on air helping you with all your automotive needs, just making it everything simple. Simple. We talk to a lot of people all week long that call me after the fact. This was an ugly week. Moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas are all out buying, looking for that special graduation gift, cash cars. And that's the big holdup right now is the cost of a good quality pre-owned car. Get this, $30,000. 30 grand
That's insane.
for a quality, what they're saying, a quality pre-owned, which a lot of that is certified in today's market. It's kind of a curveball because they're encompassing everything when they're coming up with this number, just like the average new vehicle jumped over $50,000 this week to $50,145 is the average new car being sold. And get this, 72 months is looking good to people and 84 months is looking real good to people. Now there's a bank offering 88-month financing.
Wow.
It's getting out of hand.
Well, it's what people have to do. That's the whole point. I mean, we were talking earlier before coming on air about the gas prices, which is causing everything else to be high, groceries, whatever else. They're just kind of being forced to do that. It's not what they want to do. It's just what they are having to do. And
Yeah.
that's the sad part about it. I mean, they're just in a corner.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, Ronnie Swain, you can borrow it. In fact, I ordered some more in different colors in red and purple and blue. And give me your shirt size. I'll get you one. What?
that's your Texas Ranger shirt, isn't it?
Yeah, but I found them online without the Texas Ranger,
Oh, really?
and ordered.
Oh, did you? So that's not the Ranger shirt.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it's
Bought
the
this
same
at
shirt
City.
without the logo.
yeah. So I found the brand.
Okay.
I went online, and you can get it in purple, black, blue, green, whatever you want. In this.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Maybe we
ordered-
should get matching shirts.
No.
Well, we have matching shirts and
We already-
matching hats.
Yeah, we do the hats. That's
What-
kind of
What is it? What was the movie? Twins?
twins.
That's what we look like.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yeah,
movie.
I think that.
I'll be the Danny DeVito, of
Oh,
course.
of course. But anyway, yeah, let me know your shirt size there, Ron Swain. And the new ball caps are in. I don't have mine on. Bo has his, but I've got it in blue, white, black, and gray.
Navy blue.
Navy blue. Well, the gray is very limited. I only have another 5 or 6. And I'm not a gray guy. I don't like gray, but that's a good looking hat.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great.
So for all of you that have been our top viewers, I think I got a bunch of your addresses anyway, but we can just meet up with Ronnie Swain. Ronnie, you and I are going to lunch. Bo ain't coming because he'll never set it up. You and I need to break bread, and I'll bring you a new hat.
Well, he probably told you not to bring me because he's paying. He said he was buying.
Yeah, and I don't eat like I used to, so you're going to save money.
Well, I'm showing up.
All right.
I'm going to find out. I got my...
When are you going fishing?
Next
week. Yeah, we're having
3
lunch
weeks
next
from
week.
today.
Morning, Jim Gibson.
Yeah,
Thanks for,
Jim.
joining.
A good old French high school buddy of Ronnie Swain's.
So we got a lot to cover today. There's now that we've gone syndicated on Westwood One, and you can pick us up on so many different venues now. They are calling. I got some calls from Louisiana and Arkansas about cars and shopping and buying and the best way. We just want to make sure that you know what to do when you get there. In fact, I had 2 people call me that were in the finance department and said, yeah, Jim, you can get a white one. Not a problem.
Awesome.
They were in the finance office and calling me going, hey, tell me about extended warranties and gap insurance and all these different protections. Remember, when you go into the F&I department, they have to tell you everything. It's not they can just offer you one thing. They must offer. That's why they give you a menu. And as they bundle it, it gets cheaper. Sometimes they just put it all together and go, boom, here's what's on the vehicle. And I had to get a lot of people around that this week and go, hang on just a second. In fact, my nephew bought a new truck and they had all this stuff on there. I said, look, he wants the spray and bed liner, he wants the wheel locks, and he wants the tire and wheel. Anything other than that, he's not interested in buying. And they went, no problem, and took care of it. Now, I say that because of my connections with over a couple of hundred dealers to make sure that things go well. You need to prepare that prior to by finding out from the dealer, please send me over, because then you have it on email or a message. What have you added to your vehicle? And then you say, okay, here's the deal. I'll take a vehicle, but I don't want this, this, or this on it. Can you get me that vehicle without that on it? And that'll be your big deciding factor. Now, what a lot of them will do, now I would just tell you this. Most vehicles, they put window tint on. And a lot of them have gone to window tint, wheel locks.
Right.
And now on a lot of the vehicles, they're putting the trunk mats or the trunk storage is becoming very, very, very common with the dealerships. And
But
there's a reason why.
But always check your trunk about a spare tire. That's still, I think, a problem with people.
That's coming up in the next segment.
Okay,
Thanks,
never
Bo.
mind. All right. That was
Would
just
you quit looking at my notes?
precursor.
Hey, look, if you want to talk, just talk. But you don't have to give up the next
I
segment.
cheated. I looked
Wow.
I like looking on somebody's paper in class.
Yeah. See,
But
right
I'm
here,
fine.
spare tire.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Oh, you don't have notes.
I don't have notes. I
Oh,
fly by
boy.
the seat of my pants,
Yeah.
which usually gets me in trouble, by the way. The principal has seen me about twice in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. Bo's kind of winding down on the Automotive Ed Radio show here, folks. Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
about closer and closer to the door.
But anyway, they when you go to buy the automobile, a lot of people are waiting there, and then all of a sudden it becomes this battle. And making the second largest purchase of your life should not be a battle. And it's amazing as I talk to different dealers. I talked to one in Las Vegas the other day. I had a friend that wanted a Range Rover. I talked to a dealer in North Carolina helping some folks on a RAV4. Helped 2 people in Florida this last week that were buying a Chevy Tahoe and a BMW. and hooked them up with some dealers in Fort Myers. Yeah, that I wound up knowing. I made a few phone calls. They're going, "Oh yeah, I got a buddy in Fort Myers." This is a great network that I'm a part of. So it doesn't matter the make or model or where you're at. We'll find somebody. And then for some of these specialty cars, we actually found dealers that will ship them directly to your front door.
Wow, how sweet's that?
And so we're really blessed and fortunate to have these kind of connections to help you, the consumer, with your automotive needs. And I would just tell you, after the fact is the killer. It's like these people on reality TV that, what do they call it, where they have that show. I watched it one time, but I fell out of my chair, where they don't meet each other until they get married.
Oh, Love is Blind, I think it's called.
Love it. Well, it should be called Dumb at the Altar.
But and Purple Haze loves that movie. That
Yeah.
show. I don't get it.
I'm sitting here going, what is going on? But I would just tell you that you need to be prepared prior to going into the dealership.
And there's so many different ways, so many different things that they could get in trouble over, like not really knowing what the value of your trade is, not knowing about what you could get better interest wise, and just so many things that you think, well, you might know what you know, but if you don't know it all, that's the one thing that could get you in the,
Well, here's what we did. We took a person from 72 months at 644 to 60 months at 537. From 644 on 72 months to 534 or 537, whatever it was, on 60 months. So we cut a year off and lowered their payments over $100. That's how we roll. Here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show, let's take a quick break, meet some great sponsors. We'll be right back.
All clear.
And for everybody that's hanging on, if it's a Toyota, I got to tell you what, go to freemantoyota.com. That's freemantoyota.com. And throw them up on the screen for us.
Okay.
Bro. And contact BJ, Jerry, or Dane. I got to tell you what, the Freeman Toyota is offering something nobody else is offering in the industry. And that's a 7-year, 100,000-mile service agreement, absolutely free. No gimmicks, no games. Are not hitting you with a hidden charge down the road. It comes with the automobile. But there's a reason why. This is where Dane Miner really separates himself from the rest of the Toyota dealerships. He knows that if you're bringing your car into his shop and they're doing the work and they see it, when you come time to trade, they pull the car up and they have everything about your car right there in front of them. And it brings all the value. The more a dealer can find out internally about your car is the honey hole. It's where the money is. And at Freeman Toyota, they just do that 7-year, 100,000-mile service contract. Get more, pay nothing at freemantoyota.com. That's freemantoyota.com. And remember, on your new Toyotas, you get a 2-year Toyota Care, where they do the tire rotation, oil changes. They do everything to your car for the first 2 years, almost everything, depending on whether you neglect it or not. And then he adds another oil change and tire rotation on top of it. I mean, that just tells you how much he is loyal to you and why you should do your business at Freeman Toyota. Log on now to freemantoyota.com. That's freemantoyota.com. And here again, any of the sponsors that are on the Automotive Edge page will help you with. And also, the Automotive Edge newsletter is fixed. It's fixed. We went to GoDaddy and Google and got everything fixed. There is no verification. We pull that out. So once you sign up for the newsletter, you're going to get a thank you for signing up with the Automotive Edge on it. So all that's been taken care of. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter.
You sure about
at
that?
theautomotiveedge.com. Well, I got over 100 newsletter signups.
I'm still banned.
Well, we're selective on who we want to receive the newsletter. Barbara Ann, yes. Graham, yes. Bo, the committee is still investigating.
I sent 2 emails.
So
Just to see.
anyway,
I'm
it's
trying to hit going around the corner, figure I'm blocked.
it's direct now, so you can go to sign up for the
All
newsletter,
stages of health. Learn more at checkyourd.org.
and
There,
you're good
you
to
can take
go.
a free vitamin D health quiz or purchase an
And the
at-home
newsletter
kit
right
that's
now, the
sold with
last
directions to your
edition
email.
is
That's
on
checkyourd.org.
the Automotive Edge website page, and it'll be coming down on Wednesday, and the new newsletter will be going out.
On the road again. You're up.
I
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
93 years old,
My love is making music with my
still strumming the guitar.
I can't wait to get on the
Good
road.
morning, Sonia. Thanks for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on 100.7 FM, The Word, 620 AM. And then you can find us where, Boski?
Okay, so we're all kinds of places, especially on our social media sites. If you go to the Automotive Edge Facebook page, the Automotive Edge Radio Show Facebook page, we're there live streaming. You can visually see us and hear us. Then our sister Facebook, which is Shifting Gears. That might be a little easier to search. Shifting Gears, and there we are. It's the same feed. Then on LinkedIn, now that's under Kurt Chase, his personal page. It's KURTCHASE, LinkedIn. Then YouTube. YouTube is a really happening spot for us. We're live streaming there now on the Automotive Edge Radio Show channel. The Automotive Edge Radio Show channel right there on YouTube. But there's a lot of extra stuff there. There's a lot of conversations with some of the dealers and managers and owners. There's ride-alongs to see certain vehicles, just a lot of different things. So subscribe to that channel and like and share it, because there's a lot of things being put on there that you won't see on some of the other sites. But that one is a hot one. So there we are.
Here we go. Good morning, Alicia. Thanks for joining us here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show on 100.7 FM, The Word, part of the Salem Media Network. So let's talk about something that's really bugging me to no end. And you need to be aware of this. When you're buying a pre-owned automobile, okay, you're buying used, be sure to ask, are there any additional charges to the selling price of the car? You got to ask that. Why? Well, my nephew was at a dealership, and he's got, I don't know how many kids he's got now, 6, 5 or 6, I think. Anyway, he wanted an Expedition. We found him the Expedition. And he got there. We saw the price. I went and checked it out, looked it over, just clean as a whistle. This thing was jammed up jelly tight. It is a nice rig. Got the price on it. I called him up and I said, hey, it's Uncle Kurt. Head over to the dealership. I found it, locked in, good to go. So he gets there, and then he calls me. He goes, hey, Uncle Kurt, we got a problem. I said, what? And he goes, there's a $3,800 reconditioning charge. I went, what are you talking about? Now, if you don't know what a reconditioning charge is, it's always been built into the price of any car that I've sold. So you trade in your car, it goes back to the shop, the technician goes headlight to taillight, goes through the entire car, plugs into the OBD2 sensor, it gives a readout, and he's looking at tires and windshield wiper blades, windshield, everything that needs to be done. And then you have a detail cost, which is about $150 to get this thing ready to go, to put Chase Motors or whatever dealership on the back of it to get it ready for sale, that you can stand behind it, pass state inspection, and everything is good. If it goes certified, it goes to a whole different level because that certification gets turned into the manufacturer for the special financing that comes and the warranty that comes along with a certified pre-owned car. Well, what's happening now is the fact that the manufacturers are squeezing the profitability to the dealers out. Shame on the manufacturers for squeezing invoice to MSRP, and what you used to think that dealers made on cars, they're not making it anymore. So what do the dealers do? Well, they're putting add-ons to car. Well, when it comes to pre-owned, My nephew gets into finance, and they said, well, we have a $3,800, $3,900, whatever reconditioning cost. He called me. I said, get up and leave. Get up and leave. It does. That just rubs me raw. And so the salesman calls and says, I went, time out, buddy. I know more. I've forgotten more than you know about this industry. Don't call me up and try to tell me why you added that money and not talk about it up front.
So you think that in the price of the vehicle, they've already added that, then they're adding that too. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is they put a price out there and you look at it and I went, wow, that's a pretty good price on that vehicle.
So it's a draw.
Well,
kind of the wrong impression that they're putting out.
No, it's not the wrong impression. It's just the way they do business.
All right.
And it's legal. It's not illegal. I just don't like. Here's the thing. Let me explain it a little bit better. I take in your car at $20,000. Okay. It goes back to my service manager. The mechanic looks at it and then they come up and hand me the recon sheets. I traded for, I worked at a dealer one time. We sold 30 cars over the weekend. We got 20 trade-ins. And I'm looking at the reconditioning costs on all 20. Okay, this is all that needs to be done. And I'd take my pen. I'd go, no, too much, not needed. And I look at the cars and I say, okay, I'll do it. And I negotiate with my service department on what needed to be done. And then I take that and let's say it's $1,600. Okay, now I'm into the car for $21,600. Then I have my detail, $150. Now I'm in there for $21,750. Okay. Then I mark the car up to $24,995. Then it goes on the internet for sale or on the lot for sale at $24,995. I don't advertise it at $21,750.
Well, that's
then wait
right.
till you get to the dealership and go, by the way, I'm selling a car for $24,995.
Well, it is misleading. That's the point I'm getting at, is that they're advertising it at that 21 and then hitting you with that extra.
Yeah, if it's not disclosed.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
If there was even fine print saying, by the way,
right,
we have a reconditioning cost that comes with all of our pre-owned automobiles. Then you have to call and go, hey, what is the reconditioning cost on it? But not when you get to the dealership.
Right.
It just kicks me in the butt. And so I just told him, I said, then the manager called and he goes, I know you've been in the business a long time. We just go and went, time out.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care about all that. You sell it to him for that price. Because I talked to the salesman. I said, that's your selling price. Right. And he said, yes.
Yep.
And so here's the email. And he looked at the salesman. Then the salesman realized he messed up.
So you think it was the salesman's fault, or is that what they normally do?
Well, now this dealership has it in their disclaimer.
Oh, okay. So they can kind of get away with it now.
And so a guy that I knew took over their used car operation and started being a slime ball.
Oh, boy.
And I went, not going to work. And I had 2 other car deals going there. And I said, you're out. And I took them somewhere else and did business. And then I got a call from manager going, hey, it's in our disclaimer. I'm like, okay, I'm good. So read your disclaimer. But if you get somewhere and you have that aha moment, leave. Don't negotiate it. Don't negotiate it. Every time that I send you to a place and they give me a price, that's going to be the price. If not, we're going somewhere else. And it happens periodically. It's not like the norm, but I do have dealers that I don't have relationships with that I say, okay, so here's the selling price. Is there anything at all that I need to know about before I call you, the consumer, up?
Right.
And they're going, no. And then I'm like, great. Could you email that to me? And so I keep that email. So when I talk to the general manager or the owner, I'm going, this is what I got from your salesperson. Now, are you going to honor that or not honor that? 99% of the time they honor it, unless the car had more costs going into it than they thought about or could see when they appraised it. And I get it. There's cars that I appraised over the years that I said, okay, let's see, I'm going to book this thing at about 20 grand. I know it's going to need this. Okay, yeah, I'm still booked to value. I'm going to do this deal. Then it goes back to the shop, and there was some unknown that we didn't see or know that took the cost, but it will be disclosed. Quick break. It's the Automotive Ed Radio Show on the Word, 100.7 FM. I'm Kurt Chase with you know who, the great one. We'll be right back.
All clear.
Well, I want to congratulate you, Mr. Kurt Chase. You're doing a really better job of taking us out at the right timing. You were not doing a very good job of that last week.
Gosh.
Well, I'm just Why would you say that?
Why didn't you say, hey,
I-
good? Why do you give a compliment
Because-
and then throw in something
all right,
bad?
all right, let me just ask. All right,
That's like telling your girlfriend,
Dave
hey,
Martin.
you know what?
Can you talk to me, Dave?
I enjoyed the
I
kiss
can talk
goodnight,
to
but
you.
your breath smelled like onions.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
what's the deal here?
Well, I'm letting you know that your breath smells good now instead of like
Oh,
onions.
my God.
So, Dave,
Hey, Michael,
Yeah.
I did talk to Steve Fly
he was
late
over talking to
yesterday.
me. I just met him.
And so you're good to go by there. And I told him you were just coming to test drive and look. You hadn't made a decision yet. So anyway, and I apologize. Their system went out at the store. Maybe someone should have called and told you that. But their phone system went out, which they had no computers, no phones for half a day. And so somebody should have relayed that to you. But I called the owner of the dealership, who is a good friend of mine. He's actually in my Bible study on Wednesday nights. And we got all that cleared up. And then Steve called me, and I grew up with Steve Fly from high school. He went to a rival school, and we became really good friends. So there you go. Good morning, Miss Carol Coomer.
Michael Person said that was excellent advice that you gave him. It was
Thanks,
good
Michael.
stuff.
Yeah, you just got to tag on something.
Okay.
Okay.
I gave you a compliment.
No, you didn't.
And okay,
You
so,
took it away.
So Dave, do you think that I'm right?
Oh my gosh,
About
Dave! Don't
how-
Oh,
get in
boy.
that car, Dave.
How he's
Do
Oh,
not get in that
boy.
car, Dave.
because he is doing a very good job.
Then
at
why do you leave
the
it at that?
timing?
Why didn't you leave it at that?
Well, I
He is
explained
doing better
that.
at the timing because we did have a few seconds of dead air, but we did good this time.
No, all
We're on
you
the
had
right
to
track.
say was, last week we weren't really hitting the mark. Man, your game on. See, you put the good after your little snotty
You're starting to
comment.
sound just like my wife.
Well, then
Oh,
there's
boy.
a problem. Like Mom used to say, is everybody wrong or you? Is everybody else wrong but
I was
you?
giving you a compliment.
But you took it away
How?
because you said something good and then finished it with the bad.
Well, should I said the bad first?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I apologize.
Hey, last
I-
week you were kind of missing the mark, but this week you're game on.
I
Well,
thought that's
thanks.
what I said.
No, you did it reverse.
All right. Well, that's my bad.
That's
I'll
that's
just,
like
I'll
that's
just
like
take it all back.
I don't care. That's like telling somebody I love you, but
No, it's not
Same
that at
thing.
all.
you just took it away.
Oh, keep up.
Dave, I'm telling you,
keep up
do
the
not
good
get in that
work.
car with him. It will not behoove you at all.
I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
Run, Forrest.
Run, Forrest, run.
He said, Michael says we're heading up there soon.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Call me after you leave, Mike, and let's talk about your thoughts and everything.
It's a beautiful day here in North Texas.
I know you got my cell number, or hopefully you do. If not, I'll post it.
I think he said one time he did, or
I think he does.
I know he said you had his email. Psycho Dave, did you
I'm still here.
did you get your email into the newsletter?
Not yet. I got to do that. I'll do it now whenever we're in this segment.
Yeah, the automotiveedge.com.
Yeah.
And
I'll see if I get booted.
it'll I want to see if you get something.
All right.
He's
I'll
probably
see how
going
this
to ban
works.
both of us.
Driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and Ad Council.
They play a lot of that kind of music on Homeland.
You're up.
The gal likes
All
that
right.
kind of music. She always thought that
show,
he
huh?
thought he was giving some sort of code by thinking he was doing something like that.
Yeah, I like it. Did you see what Ronnie Swain had to say?
I don't care what Ronnie has to say.
Yeah, you do. I love Ronnie. What'd he say? Read it out loud. Read it. Own it.
Bo, you owe him 2 compliments to make.
That's right. That's right.
All right. I'll get around to that in a couple of weeks.
Thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show, helping you with all your automotive needs. Go to theautomotiveedge.com. That's theautomotiveedge.com. Click on Contact Kurt. Leave me your name and number, and let us help you out. It's real simple. We'll talk about your credit, which is very, very personal. But I mean, think about this. You go to a dealership, and you're going to give them your Social Security number, your most private information, and then you're going to ask them they're going to ask you how much money you make. I mean, incredible personal information. I remember growing up, I remember the first time I asked somebody how old they were, I thought my dad was going to kill me.
That was a bad thing. Yeah.
Or you would say, how much money do you make? I remember there was a fireman named Lee Clark, and he was married to Martha, my mom's best friend. And I remember asking Mr. Clark, I never called anybody by their first name.
Right.
I said, how much does a fireman make? And I could hear my dad's chair moving.
Ooh.
And so I think about that. I go back and I go, here I was selling cars for many, many years, managing dealerships. And I would go and go, I need your social. How much money do you make?
That's funny.
Where do you live? Do you have any additional income?
Their age.
Are you married?
Yeah.
I'm going, you sometimes we just take things for granted. What we do when we're working at a dealership. And I tell people that, do you realize what you're fixing to ask the consumer? Wow. And too many of you give it up too quick.
Yeah, especially their Social Security number, huh?
I'm going, time out. You don't need a Social Security number to test drive and shop. Remember that. You need a license and insurance. That's it. And there's still knuckleheads out there going, hey, we need your Social Security number to verify you are who you are. No, you don't. That's what insurance and driver's license is for.
Enough.
We know somebody can give out a bogus Social Security number. What happens is you give it to them, they put it on a piece of paper, and then they run your credit.
While you're driving the car.
Not good. And they're submitting a car deal to the lender. Not good. License and insurance only until you're ready to not negotiate. You can negotiate without a Social Security number. Remember that. Your Social Security number is going to determine when you get to the business office what your interest rate is going to be and your term, and are they going to finance that much car. That's what your Social Security number does. It's got nothing to do with negotiating. But people get caught into that. And they say, well, we need your Social Security number to determine the interest rate. No, you don't. Not if you know your score. And a good dealership will tell you. I was with a friend of mine the other day at a dealership, and we went in there, and I said, let's just go in here blind. He goes, cool, man, this is going to be great. And sure enough, the salesman says, well, I need to verify. And I went, why is that? I said, all 3 of his scores, Equifax, Experian, and Train Union, are all over 720. We need to verify that. And he goes, my buddy goes, are you calling him a liar? I went, no, time out. We don't need to go down this road. But whatever your prime lending rate is, that's the way you need to calculate it. And if he doesn't qualify, the business manager can tell him why. And this guy's looking at me. So he comes, all of a sudden the managers are all looking out the window like, who's out there? Well, then here comes the boss. Hey, how you doing? Real good. And he said, I said, I do know. So either you're going to work it, and I see here you got 0 APR. In fact, I don't even need to. So I'm sitting there calculating. I said, what's your documentary fee? He said, $200. And I'll put in there. I said, here's your payment. I said, we shouldn't have to do this. And so I handed him my business card. Everything changed. It was so funny. You thought the King of Cheyenne was there sitting in
Homeland
that chair.
Security.
I went, why would it have to go to this? So this is what we prevent for you when we're talking to a dealership, to make sure that your car deal doesn't go that way, but goes this way. It should be a joyful day. So here's my question to you, the listeners. What would you change if you were in charge at the dealership when you get there when it comes to buying a car? If you're able to walk in and go, I'm only doing it this way, what would that be? What do you think?
That's a good question. I would say that, there's so many different things that I've dealt with along the years. I think that
Phone lines are open 800-281-8255.
There it
That's
is, yeah.
800-281-8255 or 800-281-TALK. And give us a call. And if you could change anything at a dealership when it comes to buying a car, I want to hear from you. You know, and I share this with all the dealers. As I get in all the surveys and all the stuff that comes in, I take it right to the dealer and go, hey, here's what they're saying. And it's not really big things. You know, I don't hear people go, I'd change the whole process. When I get there, here's what I'd like. And I've got great sponsors that do that day in and day out. If you let me know that you're going, I give the dealer a call and say, hey, here's what's going on. Like Michael Persone. I call the dealer and go, hey, a buddy of mine's coming out. Got it. We will VIP this deal. Okay, well, call it whatever you want. Just take care of him when he gets there.
You're doing that for me.
And he's out shopping.
Right now. You're working that with me right now. And I'm going to tell you.
I told him to read you the right.
He said, I can't talk to you anymore. I know who you are.
He said, he's your co-host. I said, he's my nemesis. So
we're working on something right now, and it's so sweet. I can't tell you how good that is. And you've done that several times for me. And I'm telling you, he'll do it for you. I'm telling you, if he does it for me, his nemesis, he will definitely do it for you. And how sweet it is to just get right through to the point and not have to do the block and tackle and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, we can carve the deal in stone other than I did have a few instances this last couple of weeks where people rated their car a 4 and it was not a 4.
Well, that's not your fault. I mean,
And
that's their side.
They got there, and the one I appraised at $34,000, and it was a $30,000 car. And so the used car manager goes, hey, Kurt, let me put you on FaceTime. We went around the car. And I said, no problem. And I called the people. And I said, look, it's not. And I get it. Because it's always started. You've always taken care of it. It's been a good car. So you're going to rate it higher than what the dealer is going to do. But we still need to make sure it's fair. You know, there's a process called a silent walk around, which I'm going to put a video up on YouTube next week, and you'll understand is one of the greatest tools I use to make a whole lot of money. And when you see this, we can kind of get around it. But it's so simple now for the dealers to put your VIN in the system, depending on what source they use, and it tells them everything about that car. They have to look at miles and condition, and the computer is going to tell them the rest. So they're going to look at it, they're going to drive it, they're going to start it up, and this car needed some work and more than what they said. So they said, well, I'm going to give them $30,000 because I'm going to have to put $1,800 in a reconditioning, which put the car right at about $32,000.
Some people underestimate their cars too. So, you know,
100%.
You know, they don't think it's worth what they think it's worth. And so you've been able to say, and they've been shocked, haven't they?
Yeah.
Are you serious? You know, so it's what you claim, try to be as close as you can. So when they get to the place.
Well, I had a buddy of mine. He did a 5-year lease. The residual on the car was $12,000. The car he was trading in had 8,500 miles on it. Was worth $22,500.
Yeah, shocked him, didn't it?
He was like,
Are you
Bob
kidding?
was a happy guy.
Yes, sir. Right
Hey,
there.
quick break. 800-281-8255. Give us a call if we can help you out, or you just want to chat here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show on 100.7 FM. The Word, part of the Salem Media Network. We'll be right back. Good morning, Kenda and Miss Deborah Gonzalez.
Kenda, I met her when I was working with Judge Judy, working out there in the court in Fort
God
Worth.
bless you.
Yes. I think she left right after I met her. She said, I don't want
He
to
has
see,
that effect on a lot of people.
I don't want to see Bo anymore. I'm out of this business.
Yep.
Do you know anything? What's going on there?
No. Yeah.
You don't have any way to reach out?
I have.
I think you might want to reach out, see what's up.
Yeah. No, nothing.
Yeah. That's odd though to
Yep.
me.
Yeah, real odd.
So if you want me to reach out, I will, but I would think that you might want to. See, I want you to read what she had to say right there.
Miss you, Kurt. Thanks, Kendra. I miss you too.
There you go. See
Morning,
what
Charlie Davis, my
Ken-
brother from another mother.
Kendra, so you see what I have to put up with? I do miss you too.
Kendra and I go way back. We go way back.
Well, now you can see us right here every Saturday morning, Kendra, from 9 to noon.
See, she sent you an emoji with an arrow going into your heart and a guy sticking his tongue out. So I don't know. I'm just sitting there looking at her emojis and
Yeah.
going, you know,
There you go.
I'm not seeing any love on there. So
No, I don't see it either.
I don't know. That's why she said missing you, Kurt. I'm like, I get it. I miss you too, Kendra.
All good in the neighborhood.
That's right. Hey, if you're tuned in and you need service on your car, go to mydriversedge.com. They got some summer specials right now, and a bunch of that stuff is free battery check, free tire check, brake inspection. I mean, they're going to look this car over and let you know what needs to be done today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or if you're just solid gold. And right now, nobody's beating the prices on tires at Driver's Edge. And if you go to mydriversedge.com, that's mydriversedge.com, take a look at all their specials and then click on their coupons. I got a couple that sent me a message that thank you. We saved $200 on service when we clicked on the coupons at mydriversedge.com. So check it out. 24 locations now over the DFW area. Walk in, let them know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show, and save you some moolah, especially with summer coming up, the price of gasoline and stuff right
A
now.
free vitamin D health quiz or
be
purchase
sure
an
to
at-home vitamin D test.
save everything that you can. And just download the coupons when you get there, flip it around, and they'll hook you up.
Kendra said Bo's the best.
No, she didn't.
What'd she say?
Nope.
I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, I know.
We'll take anything like that.
Cruise.
Ooh, baby.
There we
I
go.
want that bench seat where I can put my arm around and get close.
It's nice when you see the breeze and have the windows down.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody riding around with the windows down. Some of them are still wearing masks. That's the darndest thing I've ever seen. Still seeing people with a mask on driving their cars in May.
Maybe some of them need to be wearing a mask just to hide them.
I need to go get some help. Hey, phone lines are open, 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. If you've got a question about any make or model, where to go, who to see, or just a general question on service, let's talk about it. 800-281-8255. Good morning, Scott Schaefer.
Hey,
on the Automotive Ed
another
Radio
Beaumont friend. Grew up in the same neighborhood, going to the same middle school, and then we went separate high schools. Great to see you. Thank you.
Yep.
So
Hey.
let me ask you, want to say
Go ahead.
something real quick?
Go ahead.
So what should somebody really, really think about? We talk about what they really should know and all that. How they should handle service? How should they handle when they have a problem with going to the service? What should they do?
A problem like, do you have an example?
Well, I mean, say that, I don't know, some problem with the sound of the vehicle or whatever. I mean, how do we know? They just need to go to a respectable place. Is that what the only
Well,
thing?
having a good mechanic, I've always talked about that. Is like
Right.
having a good doctor,
Oh, sure,
good dentist.
probably better.
But the thing about it is, will they explain it in lay terms
There you go.
to where you can understand it? If someone says the thingamabob and the
Yeah.
flipper valve and all that,
Reaver stat.
yeah, your semi-elliptical rear axle needs adjustment. I mean, thing about it is you want to know what they're doing, and if the car is not in dire straits, get a second opinion on the vehicle, because I see it. I'm telling you, I've seen things that are drastically changed from one place to another, and having that good
Boy,
mechanic,
that's true, hadn't it?
Oh, too many times. And then I've looked at work orders. We call them ROs. That they don't even match up. And I saw this one said CO2 sensor adjustment. I'm like, there's no such thing. Or O2 sensor, excuse me.
Right.
I went, there's no such thing. It's either good or bad.
No adjustment.
Yeah, you cannot adjust an O2 sensor. So having a really good mechanic and then having to explain it, because if you think about it, most cars disappear and then they come back with a sheet of paper. And I will tell you this, I was at a dealership and they told me the car was pulling, and he said, well, there's major damage internally. I went, wow, really?
You mean pulling to the left or right you're
Yeah.
talking about? But internal damage was causing that?
And he said that there was something hit. I was like, holy cow. I said, well, let me go back and take a look at the car. And he goes, you can. We have restriction because of all the grease and everything on it. I'm like, great. While it's up there, let's take pictures and take a look. Well, guess what? Went nothing wrong with my car. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't see how something internally could have done that
And
to that anyway.
It was what was causing the noise and the pull had nothing to do with anything damage wise. And it was bad bearings on the car, and it needed a adjustment. And the guy came out, and I said, I want to talk to the guy right now. They wouldn't even let me speak to the mechanic. I said, let me have the keys. And I left, and then I took it over, and because the noise was really concerning to me, and I pulled into a dealership, and then I was like, okay, so I asked the guy, how far can I drive this? He said, well, I wouldn't take it too far anyway. I took it over to Freeman Toyota. They put it on the rack. Says, hey, we need to pack the bearings, repack them, get new bearings, blah, 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 and they fixed the problem. Now think about that. Major damage, several thousands of dollars, and there was none of that on my car. And boy, when I sent the GM a message, my phone blew up.
I'm sure.
We're going to give you a year of free man. No. It tells me
Everything.
what you're telling
Right.
everybody.
Right.
So having a good mechanic is paramount.
And get second opinions if you can.
Yeah, if you don't know the place and you just pulled in, and obviously you don't want to leave if the car's in bad shape. You're kind of their mercy, but having good maintenance and having a good dealership or driver's edge auto repair that
That's
right. When I go over, I say, hey, Joe, how you doing? If I'm up in Plano, hey, Mike, what's going on? If I'm over in McKinney, hey, Roger, I know the GMs, I know the managers in there. And so I can call them and go, believe me, they know my daughter better than anybody. They ought to put Employee of the Month picture of her up on the wall. It's about having that relationship with a good mechanic that's going to say, hey, here's your problem now. This is what it could lead to. You can go this much further on the car. You need this information, or just get it done. Paramount, because you don't want to get on the road and the problem that you're having leads to a bigger problem. You just don't. So you always got to start early. When you buy that automobile, I go back and meet the service manager. I want them to get me in the system. I want to know who my advisor is, and I want to start that relationship from Jump Street. Now, remember, for the first 3 years, you're going to be under warranty. And we call it bumper to bumper, but it's really not bumper to bumper because your wearable items, for most of them, don't count. Some of them will carry for 12 months, but then after that, anyway, that relationship is just good, because if you're in the system and there's this little thing in your glove box that I'm sure you're not familiar with, nobody is. I dust them off every time I open the glove box. It's called an owner's manual. There's a maintenance cycle in there.
I'm surprised they still do that. I mean, with today's
It's good
technology.
because it's got your fuse boxes and what they all are.
But
and
a lot of times now that you can go online, like I'm surprised they don't put a little chip or something in there, like you plug it into your phone or computer and get all the data there.
yeah, not going to happen.
So you don't think it'd save the cost of that?
No, it's going to kill the cost to the dealer.
Okay. Well, I'm just asking
wouldn't
the
do it.
question. Well, I mean, nobody ever looks at it.
No, I mean, and the thing about it is that you go to different places and they plug into the OBD2 sensor and they have different codes. Sometimes it's not a factory code.
So they need that book to really know.
Well, no, they don't need it. The book is to talk to you about general maintenance,
Sure.
how to set things up.
Where things are. And all
On a
that.
buddy of mine's new truck, there was something wrong, and we flipped it over. And we said, hang on, here's stereo with fuse number, whatever. We pulled it out. You know, they leave the little prong. We pull
Right.
it. It was just a $10 fuse.
I'd like to know how many people out there, when you've bought a new car, that you actually have read the book.
Zero.
I'd like to know.
Zero.
I want that one person out there.
Ain't
to
nobody out
call
there said they
in.
went through that
I
book.
bet you Jim Gibson did.
That it is definitely not a bestseller.
You don't think they went back, got the salesperson to sign it as an autograph?
No. But I tell you who would, and that's our buddy Big Dan Smith out
and
there at
he's
Louisville Volkswagen.
Tuned in. He says, "Good morning, gents."
You
That's
know
the
what?
man right
I've
there.
never seen Dan mad, nor do I think I want to.
Well, I was going to add that. Would you really want
now,
to?
if I need a bodyguard, I know I can call Dan because. But I'm gonna tell you, he's a big old teddy bear.
No,
General
we're not
manager-
talking about fat big. We're talking about he's a
Oh, he's a big
he's
human
a big
being.
guy. Big.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
can put on a helmet and pad, probably help the Cowboys.
I think that they'd start him right off the bat.
And I could be more proud of him
Yeah.
to see how he paid his dues, and now he's a general manager of Louisville Volkswagen there at Fox Avenue and 35 in Louisville. Go to LouisvilleVolkswagen.com, Clay Cooley Volkswagen, Louisville, and check out all the specials that he has. I'm going to tell you what, that Atlas, after driving it, has moved into my top 5 SUVs.
Cool.
I'm digging it.
Is that the one that's real wide inside?
It's the biggest one.
Yeah, then when we talked about that when we were out there, I looked in there and going like, that's so roomy. You just feel like,
You know, I was always taken back by the Acura MDX because it gave you that sport and luxury,
Right.
it gave you everything. And then I drove the Volkswagen. I went, my goodness, that is
fine piece of machinery right there.
wow. Go to LouisvilleVolkswagen.com. Check it out. Go meet Dan. I'm telling you, the gentle giant of the auto industry.
Yes.
And I couldn't be happier. He's setting a whole new precedent and tone in that dealership. Everybody's on board. I saw some familiar faces. And what tells you a lot about Dan as the general manager there at Louisville Volkswagen is when you go in and you see people left other jobs to go to work for Dan.
Mm-hmm.
That'll tell you everything. When I walked in, he goes, "You remember him? You remember him?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
That's what makes it go. So anyway, not only a great person and great staff, but you have a great product. We met the service manager. She fell in love with Bo. I'm like, oh, go figure. So from sales to service, Louisville Volkswagen 35 and Fox Avenue. Stop out there and let him know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show. And I'm telling you,
1 minute.
moms and dads, your pre-owned vehicles, when you go to Louisville Volkswagen 35 and Fox, he's got a cornucopia for everything. I mean, he's got Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Volkswagen, Mazda. I mean, he's got it, and price for that special graduation present, or if you're just looking for a good quality pre-owned vehicle.
And he will buy your vehicle. You don't even have to buy his. He will buy yours. So go see Dan and get taken care of.
That's right. Quick break. It's the Automotive Edge radio show here on the Word, 100.7 FM, part of the Salem Media Network. Don't go away. We will be right back. That is the first time I've ever seen somebody walking dogs barefooted.
Oh, well, there you go.
I like it.
So I think I think I'm correct. I think Dan is a Green Bay Packer fan. He was really upset you said playing for the Cowboys. Come on, bro.
That's why he said it. Yeah, he's not a Cowboy fan.
No. Well, the fans are dropping by the year. See, I'd hoped for my son when he was growing up. He said, "Yes, I'll buy yours even if you don't buy mine." That's his mantra right there. Dan Smith at Louisville Volkswagen will buy yours whether you buy his or not. Go Pack, go. See, Dan, I remembered. But I always wanted my son to grow up a Cowboy fan like I did. And I know you did. And this just hasn't stuck.
Well, just Jerry, just
Well, we already know where, you know,
he is the biggest beatdown of being a fan that you could possibly have.
well, Ty committed the unpardonable sin in this house, didn't he?
Oh, my dad is begging Jesus to get out of heaven to smack his
Oh, he's
grandson.
already, I'm surprised he doesn't wake up in cold sweats at night with that.
Oh, ugly.
It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
At least I haven't had that from my son. He has
Jerry has turned me away from going to Cowboy Stadium and spending a dime. And I got a bunch of friends the same way. Okay, and everybody still goes to the game and they fill the
Sure,
stadium.
I
That's
get it.
great for the players. But ownership, he's way overdue, way past due. He needs to go away. Steven, go with him. Bring in Troy Aikman. Let him take over that team as a general manager and turn
Great.
that thing around.
Agree.
And
How
God.
about just anybody?
No,
I know what, and you know what
I would
mean?
bring Troy Aikman in as general manager.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of Schottenheimer. I'd put John Gruden in there as
Oh,
head
yes.
coach,
Love
and
that.
let's go back to the promised land.
Yes. That's
Simple. This isn't rocket science,
No.
but you know, if it's not Jerry's idea, there is no idea. If it's
Well,
not Jerry's point of view, there's no other view.
But the problem is, I don't even know where his ideas come from because they just don't.
Oh, I do. We're on Christian Talk Radio.
Okay. Well,
And I've been following the Cowboys since 1968.
yeah, mine since 1960. I mean, back when Eddie LeBaron was the quarterback and Perkins was the running back. I mean, I go way back there, people that I've forgotten already. And
You know, I got to
even when we first started, it was a lot more fun than now.
I remember meeting Lance Rensel,
Oh, yeah.
Calvin Hill, Walt Garrison.
Yeah.
Golly, I remember meeting Tony Thrill-Hill.
Oh, yeah.
The linemen, my dad, I remember when I got to meet John Nyland, Blaine Nye, Larry Cole, Fitzgerald, golly,
Cliff Harris.
Jethro
and
Pugh.
those guys back
Oh.
in the day.
Man.
Charlie Waters.
Yeah. Charlie Waters, my dad used to carry Cowboy Blues, which was a product that Charlie Waters and Cliff Harris put together. Wow, that was when I was a baby.
Yeah, right.
Whoa, Arizona Cardinals. Where did that come from, Michael?
Did you see what he had to ask? He said that he said, even though we're just test driving, if they want to value our caddy, do I let them?
Yeah,
He said he didn't get a chance to wash it.
it don't matter. There's no charge for dirt.
Yeah, he said go ahead and let him do it.
Yep.
Arizona Cardinals, man, that's a. I don't even know that he still existed. What are you looking at?
Put Dan's info up there.
I don't have. I need to change that because I only have Volkswagen.com.
That's fine. We'll put it.
You
What
sure?
got. Yeah.
I thought it was Clay Cooley.
No, it'll still go. You can still get that.
Okay. So here. Where is it? I can put it right here for now.
Yeah.
Then I'll find. I think I actually have it. I'll just. How about that? Is that just okay right there?
Yeah.
Because if they Google Louisville Volkswagen, it's going to go to him anyway.
Yeah. Go see the big guy.
All right, here's Louisville. Should I do that or this? LouisvilleVolkswagen.com?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to mow this big yard, mulch all the flower beds,
It looks like it needs mowing already.
and
You got to mow it today?
I know it's we got family coming over for Mother's Day. We're doing smash burgers
That sounds fun.
on the Blackstone today.
Cool.
And then gonna go spend some time seeing Mom. She's been in hospice for a few weeks now, but is cognate, and we're gonna go spend some Mother's Day with her tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to see her the other day. We had about half a dozen family members there with her, joking and laughing, and so nothing more special than moms.
Yeah, and also make sure that if you're the husband or that make sure your kids are the one that does most of the
That ain't gonna
ironing
happen.
because you're your wife is not your mother. This is Mother's Day. That means the kids should be the one doing the most honoring. You agree with that?
Well, I agree with it, but it don't work that way.
Well, start them off young. I mean, you may have to be the one to manipulate, buying a card or something for them because they're too young to get that. But start massaging that to when they get
Your
older
SRN program
and start
begins
doing
in
it
60
themselves.
Well, Melinda got a beautiful cross for Mother's Day, and Mother's Day was over, and I'm almost asleep, and she said, "Thank you for the cross." I went, "My name wasn't on it." And she goes, "I love you."
Yeah, unfortunately, that's.
But as they
typically how
get
it
older,
works.
still, even if I tell my boys, even though your wife may be a mother, never, ever, ever forget your mom. And Melinda's got it good because Monday was her birthday. And
Oh, yeah.
every year within a week, she has a birthday on Mother's Day.
Bam.
Yep. So I always do get her something for
Happy
being a
birthday,
great
Melinda.
mother.
I didn't really know that.
5, 4.
We got a
3,
call on line 1.
2,
Got it.
1.
Welcome to the AutomotiveEdge.com stadium.
10 for 10.
We got to do 10 for 10. Have them call back.
Team Consumers are behind by 1 run.
We'll take the
At
call.
the plate,
I'll go.
Consumers
We'll take the
is
call,
Kurt Chase,
Dave.
the
Okay.
bull. Joe Bag on the mound, waiting for the side. He goes to the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a long fly ball. Hit deep into left center field. It's going, gone! 2-run homer. Another great walk-off win for Team Consumer by Kurt Chase at the AutomotiveEdge.com. In the gold club, wrestling for the AutomotiveEdge.com. Give it up for the World Tag Team Champions fighting for all your automotive needs. It's Kurt Chase and Big Wheels Bull Cover.
It's time for the Kurt Chase Top
10.
You're up.
All right, it's the top 10 to 10, but we got a phone call. Who do we have join us on the Automotive Edge hotline?
Hey, this is Ralph Paul, the CBD guy.
What's up?
What's happening, Ralph?
Hey, everything. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Tell us what's going on in Ralph's world at your CBD store, Keller.com.
Well, we're just making things happen. And, I just wanted to bring up one of our most popular products is our 111 Beyond Gummies. So, if you're really looking for a deeper level of relaxation, this is a great gummy to try. It's a blend of specific plant compounds, often called the ultimate sleep cannabinoid. And it has the ability to help prepare your body for a really deep sleep. So I know your wife takes one every night or a half of one, and it's a very, very popular product that we sell.
Yeah, it's, I've got to come by because my wife asked for the brain boost, and she loves it. She is on the computer working with hundreds of thousands of dollars every day for a big company, Grapevine Dodge, one of our great sponsors, and that brain boost just gets her through the rest of the day. This week, I had just a few minor injuries, and the pain cream came into play for me. The pain cream, the 3000, is like the greatest invention of the world. But whether
Absolutely.
it's not only that, you got your collagen creams, you have your seltzers, you have the gummies. People hear gummies and they put the big X up. No, thank you. But not everything that you have, even though it's USDA certified organic, has THC in it.
Absolutely. So a lot of people are drug tested. So we have products, with THC and then without. We usually recommend the THC. It's only 0.3, the legal amount. However, it's just more of the plant. And keep in mind, this is not marijuana. This is industrial hemp. So it's, benefiting your body. And, we just have so many great testimonies. So we do ship for free. Feel free to call us. My wife and I are going to be at the store today. And, our staff is very knowledgeable about all the products, and we're here just to help people.
Well, we'll be coming by there today. Mrs. Chase needs the one-to-one-to-one and some brain boost. And then I have a buddy that he's coming by there, I think about 1 o'clock today. And I forgot what he told me he wanted. So we'll be seeing a little bit later. Hey, the place, your CBD store, Keller.com. Doesn't matter where you're listening from. They ship for free. It's not about the high. It's about your health and making your day a whole lot better. Ralph, have a big day. We'll be seeing you soon.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. You have a great day.
You bet. Your CBD store, Keller.com. So we're going to move Dave, we'll do the 10 for 10 coming up in the next segment because I have a bunch to cover. Then at the bottom of the hour, we have Bo Knows, and God only knows what Bo knows here on the Automotive Ed radio show. So we'll hit another topic real quick and then get back to the top 10. But here's something that was really interesting is I had no idea, as there's all these survey companies that are out there. I mean, I do a lot of them. I help several companies that put on shows all the time with their products. And it is amazing how many consumers want to see sedans back in the marketplace. They say that they feel like the SUVs are getting outdated,
overpopulated.
They don't think that they're what they used to be. They don't think it was amazing just looking at all this stuff, and they would love to see sedans in the more sedans in the marketplace. And I was like, really? And I was really taken back. Large sedans,
yeah, I was going to say
more mid-sized sedans priced under 50,000, mid-sized sedans under 40,000, obviously with all of the, the good stuff, safety features and everything. But I was going, what are you really talking about? So I sent out some surveys and we're going, we'd love to see a new version, not as big, but bring back the Lincoln Town Car, bring back the Sedan DeVille, bring back a modern design of the LeSabre. I mean, I was like, wow, that is so. And then these were not people that were baby boomers. They weren't. And so one thing is you have Stellantis, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, announced that they are coming out with a new sedan right at $30,000.
Do you have any idea what it looks like?
No, it was just an announcement. They're going, hey, we get it. Because when you look at the Stellantis products, their average starting at around 40,000 going up MSRP, obviously with the massive discounts and everything they have it, especially at Grapevine Dodge.
Yeah, this is going to be different from the Challenger.
Yeah.
So it's a regular, like a 4-door sedan.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because remember they had the Chrysler 300 that did really, really well, but they ran the style too long.
Yeah, they did. They didn't change it very much.
And it was everything about it was cool. The 300 with the V8 was unbelievable. So you're going to start, I believe, coming up seeing more sedans. Cadillac has stayed true with the CT5. I wish they had the XT, which was a little bit bigger. I still think with the technology and going with a V6 twin turbo or i4 twin turbo or a i4 super truck, there's so many cool things that they can be doing because realize almost all of them have a racing team, and there's a way to bring that technology and still get MPG on the car. Because I'm a car guy. I would, if there was a Cadillac Sedan DeVille out there, I'd own it. If there was a Lincoln Continental Town Car, I'd own it. I like big. I miss my pickup truck, but I have a beautiful car, and I enjoy driving it because I'm getting 47.2 miles to the gallon on the new HEV XSE Camry 2026, and it's hybrid, electric, and gas, not a plug-in. And absolutely incredible what it does. But when you start looking at all the technology that's out there from Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Volkswagen, Mazda, Toyota, Honda, they are really refining these vehicles. So I know they can do it with a big car. Look what Toyota's doing with the Tundra. They went from the iForce V8 to a V6 twin turbo. You look at what Stellantis did when they pulled the Hemi. They come out with the Hurricane twin turbo V6, and people are digging them. You look at what Ford did with the EcoBoost on the F-150, the top-selling vehicle for 49 years. So there is the technology, and I would love to see more of that come back in the sedan. And I think it would be a home run. I miss the big cars. I wish they would have never gone away. I was really surprised that Lincoln got rid of the MKZ. I really like that car. In fact, a buddy of mine, David Collette, the GM there at Grapevine Lincoln, bought one from a customer, and it is those cars are just special.
And the town car. I mean, why would they ever get away with that?
Yeah,
I mean, that was a real special. And even like the Ford Victoria, wasn't that kind of a sister?
The Crown Victoria.
The Crown Victoria.
Yeah,
that was kind of sister to the town car, wasn't it?
Well, you had the Mercury Marquis.
Okay.
And the Ford Crown Victoria. They were
okay. Those
sisters.
Two were match. Okay.
Yeah.
But those were nice vehicles, though.
Unbelievable.
1 minute.
I had a demo. I had the Rosewood Crown Victoria.
Beautiful.
I thought I was the deal.
Yes.
I thought I was the deal. But anyway, there's a big push now where the sedans. When you look at the sedans that are out there, the average nice luxury sedan is well north of $80,000. When you look at your 740 or 80, well, the A8 is going away with Audi. And then Mercedes, you have to go north of the 550, and then you're looking at cars that, you're hitting that $100,000 range, and people would really like to see a luxury sedan in the marketplace. Blown away, but not surprised. Hey, when we get back, we had to move it up a little bit to 10 at 10. No interruptions here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on the Word, 100.7 FM.
All clear.
Thanks, everybody,
Hi, this is
for
Pharmacist
hanging
Ray.
out and joining us here on the Automotive Edge radio show. Hello to my lovely bride, the birthday girl, Mother's Day week. Birthday week, Mother's Day weekend. Good for you. Well deserved. Well deserved. And everybody be sure to share and like and let everybody know to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love to have you there. We're spending a lot of time redoing, adding, it's not redoing, but just adding videos to that channel. And hope you like it. If you got comments, if there's some cars, trucks, or SUVs that you would like us to do a ride and drive and a review on, send that to me. Go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Contact Her, go, hey, I'd like to see the Atlas that you're talking about more in depth, and we'll go out to the Volkswagen store and we'll do the Atlas. If you want to see the new XSE HEV, we'll do it. The different trim lines of trucks that are available, we'll do it. So it's all about you, providing you with the best information, most up-to-date technology, my thoughts on all the products that are out and coming out, because I'm going to tell you, 2027 is going to be an incredible year in the auto industry. I'm believing with some new products that are coming out. There's some stuff coming out. If you're in that cycle where 2027 is going to be that year, I think you're going to be really, really impressed with some of the products and redesigns that are coming out. There's only a couple of manufacturers that aren't doing anything to their products till 2030. And I was kind of surprised by it, and I saw all the notations. And then I called the dealers and went, hey, is this true? They're like, yeah, we're getting some refreshing or a few upgrades, but nothing completely redone like a lot of the manufacturers are doing. So I'm curious to see. I hear this total redesign for some pickup trucks coming out. I don't know what you could do additionally to totally redesign a pickup truck, because I like them where they are right now. I don't.
Well, they're like luxury vehicles more than trucks anymore. we even had a trouble, and I Kurt's probably going to slap me for this, but we had trouble even to figure out how to open the bed of one of the trucks. Remember that? When we were doing the truck show, we were all trying to figure
Look
that
your
out.
best, feel your best with Twist
Oh,
25
it was messy. He
DHEA
had it in
cream.
gear.
That's twist25.com.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
well, we were
yeah.
all trying to figure it out, but it wasn't.
And he
We
didn't have it. Yeah, he had it in that idle mode, and it wasn't going to open.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. Like you're running.
Yeah, and once he put it in park and turned it off,
Yeah.
it's
But we spent 20 minutes trying to figure it out.
ooh.
You're up.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show, the show that helps you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop. We are here to help. Hey, we had to move it up a little bit, but today, 10 for 10 here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show. Now, I want to just take you back down memory lane and remember all the special candies that were out. I was naming off some that my kids would have never heard about. Remember Chico Stick?
I remember, and I wasn't a big candy eater, so some of these probably won't ring a bell with me, but I know that when you used to go to Sears and they had those containers
Oh, yeah.
and all the candy, and you could buy them by the scoop and put it.
Oh, yeah.
Those were great days.
Oh,
and
they
there was
were.
tons of that.
Do you remember the commercial? Let me see if you know the product, that they had an owl in the commercial. And the owl had glasses on.
The only owl I know about is the eyeglass place.
Nope. It says, how many licks does it take to get to center of a
Don't remember.
Tootsie Pop?
Ah.
You don't remember Tootsie Pops?
Oh, yeah.
You had the Tootsie Roll, but then you had the Tootsie Pops.
I remember those. They still have them?
Oh, are you kidding? Sure they do. Are you kidding?
I love Tootsie Rolls, though. I did like those.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Almond Joy.
All
And
right.
Mounds
That's
was the
right.
one without it.
Yeah, okay.
What was your favorite bubble gum?
Oh, the one that came with the cards.
Oh, really?
No, the red, the blue and red with the round. What do they call that?
Double bubble.
Double bubble. That's
You could blow some bubbles.
well, we used to get those when we played baseball and chew them. Really get a lot of it in there, like we were a pro baseball player.
What's the candy with the rabbit with the ears?
Peeps.
Cadbury. Remember the Cadbury commercials?
I have
And the rabbit?
Never heard of that. Did you, Dave?
I've heard of that, yes. And I'd forgotten about it, though.
And then I think back when I was a little boy, there was a girl, Cindy, and each year, first, second, third grade, she got me a Lifesaver book. Remember those?
Yeah, yeah.
You opened the book up and they gave them on Valentine's Day and had all the different flavors. The only
Yeah.
one I wouldn't eat, I can't stand butterscotch.
Yeah, not a big fan.
So
of that
get
either.
this. This is the top 10 sold candies of all time.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Number 10, Skittles.
All right. A lot of people love those. Yeah.
Number 9, Twix.
Not bad.
Number 8, Reese's.
Yeah.
Number 7, one of my all-time favorite, M&M's.
That's one
Do you
of my
like
top.
peanut or just regular?
Peanut. I'm the
Yeah.
peanut guy.
Number 6, which this was Storm and Norman of the candy industry, Sour Patch Kids.
Candy?
Yeah,
I didn't know there was such an animal.
there is.
Huh.
Number 5, Kit Kat. I love
Yeah.
the commercials now. Is it the left or right?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Number 4, and this was another Storm and Norman candy that came in many years later, Gummy Bears.
Yeah, I wasn't into that.
Number 3, Hershey Bars
Well, now I like Hershey bars. I like those.
with almonds without.
Both.
Yeah,
Either
me
one.
too. Number 2, Starburst.
Yeah,
No, I'm not a big Starburst
No,
fan.
me
And number 1, they do the commercials now where they're real grumpy and they hand it to them and they take a bite and they're okay.
Oh, yeah. When they say you look like you need a
Snickers.
Yeah, Snickers. Yeah,
That's right.
I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Now, the most consumed, and I don't know how the difference, that's the
So
most
that's weird.
sold.
and the most consumed.
Yeah, so you got Snickers, M&M's, Reese's, Skittles, Twix, Hershey Kisses, Gummy Bears, Kit Kat, Butterfingers, and Tootsie Rolls. I love Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
But you know what I always do with my Snickers? Put it in the freezer.
Oh, yeah. There, most candies I like frozen anyway.
Yeah, put it in the freezer. And so here's some that are still on the shelves that still sell well. One of my favorite, Nestle Crunch. You can't go wrong with the Nestle Crunch bar.
That's probably one. That's definitely tops next to M&Ms. Both of those are.
Now, this is one that I'm not really big on, but I didn't really care for it, and that was Three Musketeers.
No, I don't like those thick candy bars like that.
What about Milk Duds? I can eat boxes of Milk Duds.
That's another. I like those too, man. You can pop those in there, those little round things, and go.
Oh yeah, put them in the
And
freezer.
I don't know what's in. Like,
Caramel is in the middle.
yeah, and that little crust too. That little
With
crust.
chocolate on the outside.
Yeah, very
caramel on
good.
the end. Yeah, you put them in the freezer, and that's the cat's.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
So there you go. I had no idea that Snickers was the deal, but they promote that a lot on. I'm shocked how many people when I'm playing golf, when the cart girl comes around, they get a Snickers.
Wow.
And it's got the sugar, the peanuts, and so I start doing it. I'll get done with 9 holes, and I'm not a big candy guy, but
that's a candy bar, isn't it?
yeah.
See, I'm not big on those candy bars. They're just too much.
What do you like, the bite-sized deals?
I like small things. I like because like the Nestle's Crunch are small.
Well, yeah, you can get a big and small. The minis.
You can get those too?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. But I just like a little more easier, a little bit like the Nestle's you can bite off a little bit or break off.
One of my all-time favorite is the Almond Joy because I love coconut.
That's still a bar, isn't it?
Yeah. What's your favorite candy of all time? Oh, the bottles of wax that had the flavored drink inside. No doubt.
Oh,
Michael.
boy, those are good.
That
baby.
was the deal.
How about the candy cigarettes? Remember that growing up?
Yeah. You got that one puff where you blew in it.
Take
and
school, act like you're really doing. Well, that didn't promote smoking, did it?
Now the bubble gum with the trading cards I didn't like because it didn't last long.
I know, but it was the
It had all
cards.
that powder on.
But what is that? The double bubbles, the
Yeah.
round one that's wrapped on the ends.
Yeah.
That's what we all had.
So
Was the best tasting one.
When
for
we
sure.
go down to the ball fields, if there was a foul ball and you got it, you take the concession stand. They give you 3 pieces of double bubble.
Well, when I grew up, they would give you a snow cone.
Oh.
So we were
Yeah,
chasing foul balls like crazy.
Oh yeah, there was some fights for them. But I remember I would when I was in the dugout, I had 4 pieces of double bubble, and I act like it was a chaw.
That's what we did. Just put it really in the cheek there, like you were a big pro baseball
Okay,
player.
Michael, you'll know this. What is that deal called? The cherry something. It's in a red and white wrapper, and it's got the chocolate with the cherry filling on the inside. I was trying to think the name of it because I saw them at the store, and I saw some Mike and Ike, which I love, and I love Good and Plenty because I love black licorice. I don't like.
Oh, really?
And the only licorice I don't like Twizzlers. It's like a piece of wax.
Well, Barbara Ann likes those. She likes those. I don't like any of those, especially the licorice ones. I don't like.
I don't
that.
know if they're called cherry bombs
I don't like
or
that
what they were
taste.
called, but I liked it. And I love the Chico sticks because you get a big old giant Chico stick for a nickel. Sit up underneath the tree. But my favorite thing to do, candy aside, was to buy an RC Cola
and put peanuts in it.
take a drink out of it, and then pour some Planters peanuts in it.
Yeah. Well, we did that with Coca-Cola.
I don't know why the RC and Pepsi always seem to do better than I tried it once in Dr. Pepper and ruined.
Well, I think RC is the best of the 3 to me. Now, I hope not. Okay, don't want to get in trouble throwing brand names out here, so I'm going to back off on that. But
Well, no, I mean saying your favorite. I mean you're not saying that
running it
it
down.
makes you go blind or anything. But
1 minute.
Well, I won't be saying that for sure.
there we go. So there's your top 10 at 10. Snickers still the king of candies out there here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show. If you got a favorite candy, be sure to post it. And thank you, Michael Persone, for posting yours. Hey, we've got Bo Knows coming up here at the bottom of the hour. And then we got some great topics from you, the listener. that were sending me a bunch of questions, and we're going to get those answered here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show on the Word 100.7 FM. Be sure to share and like, because there'll be somebody in your life that needs help, whether they're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop, here on the Word 100.7 FM, part of the Salem Media Network. We'll be right back.
All clear.
So, Dave,
Yeah,
can you give me the 3-minute warning when,
I can do that.
and then the one that you do? That way I know whether I need to slow down or speed up.
I can do that.
And join in, my brother. Love your comments.
I'll do it.
You know what I also like that you don't see anymore is Some Now, Some Later,
What is that?
where they had them in grape and cherry and sour apple, and there was a whole packet in their little individual squares that you opened up.
Oh, I think I do remember those.
Oh,
But I wasn't a big candy guy growing up, and neither does Graham. Graham doesn't even like sweets.
as I got older, I shucked it, but, growing up, and, my pop, he'd give you a quarter, and you're, oh, man.
That was
and at Market Market, P&M's, the whole bottom row was penny candy. So you get 21 pieces of candy, pay the tax.
well, my grandmother and grandfather that was on my dad's side, and my grandmother was the best lady that ever lived on the planet. They lived right. I mean, when I say next door, they were exactly next door to a convenience store. And it was one of those small town type, like growing
That's
up.
what we
like
had. Ours was called Market Market.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was called Crab Trees or something like that.
You got the 10-cent on the bottle, and you had the one where you slid along the middle thing.
You get the
and
Coke.
the can
you
opener
had
was
to
outside.
take it out like a rat trap, and then you had to pull it up, and then sometimes it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And you go like, oh man, there was like a dime.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
And you had to leave a deposit on the bottle.
Yeah. And then you could bring it back, and you got that, that deposit.
Look what
back.
our buddy Ronnie Swain got.
What's he got?
Bite-sized Snickers in the fridge.
Hey, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna get that though with the balls. What do you call them? The
Double bubble.
no, the chocolate rounds. What do you call it a while ago?
Cadbury's.
No.
Milk Duds.
Milk Duds.
Oh.
I'm gonna get that and do it with the Milk Duds.
And I
Put
like
'em in the freezer.
Raisinets too.
Yeah.
I like raisins. Nobody in my family was raisins
You can put raisins in the freezer?
or black licorice.
I hate licorice. I don't like it. I think that tastes at all.
Well, see, there's a certain black licorice that I like. I don't like Twizzlers. Growing up, I mean, it was cool.
Purple Haze likes a Twizzler. She likes to eat on those all the time, just biting on them.
Oh, I still got friends that love Twizzlers. I ate.
But that, like you said, they kind of have this waxy feel, don't they? Taste or waxy on it?
Well, the black licorice, I like the flavor of it, and it doesn't have that real pow
Yeah.
about it. It's just black.
Well,
let me tell you, I've eaten bags of it, no doubt about it.
And I don't like that red. What do they call it? That reddish. What's the taste of that red? Cinnamony.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's kind of a cinnamony taste. I don't.
Well, here's one. Do y'all remember the cinnamon toothpicks?
Oh, now I love those. For some reason, I did love those. I don't know why.
And they were sold in a wax paper.
Yeah, I did like those, and I'm not sure why, but I did like those.
Yeah, buddy. Mark Persone, now and later. Yes, sir. That was the buy. You get like 10 of those things in there for a nickel. Oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
And then what was the package of the gumballs and had all the different flavors in the gumballs?
You mean the machine?
No, it was a long package, and you had the green.
Driving is drunk driving.
And
A
the
message brought
yellow
to you
with
by-
the red speckles on it, and then the red ones, and I forgot what that was called, but
What about the gumball machine?
and you shook it up thinking you were getting more.
Bo! 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 Bo!
Makes you want to dance.
Bo! Bo! Bo!
I'm ready for turn it off.
Well, we'll turn it off then. Welcome to the Automotive Edge Radio Show right here every Saturday morning on 100 point.
Kurt.
That would be good. We need to find that for you.
No.
Yeah.
No. We're good.
100.7 FM every Saturday morning from 9 to noon. We appreciate you tuned in. We're under the automobile umbrella here on the show, but we sidetracked occasionally.
Break it up.
10 for 10 at 10, and then I have the bow nose at 10:30. And please don't blame the messenger for anything I speak here. It's just something I'm bringing to the table. But what got me this past week was thinking about, as we were talking about some past things we're talking about and reminiscing, is how we were always taught about things that were bad. And it got me thinking, and most of this is a kind of the food group range.
You know, the first thing I was told that was bad?
What?
Girls.
They still tell me that. That hadn't changed a bit. Beware. But it's just one of those things that you just think that they browbeat you so long that something's bad. We cater to that.
As a culture, we grow into it,
and it's what we do. So one of the first things, and I'm gonna ask you and Dave too, if when I read these off, if you think it's considered good or bad now. And so I don't know why these pop-ups here. Anyway, the first thing that came to me was eggs. So what do you think? Is eggs good or bad?
Good. Love them.
I think they're great.
Okay.
I used to not like runny eggs. I always want my eggs scrambled, but now I do over medium.
Okay.
But it's one of the top protein foods now on a lot of the health people's list.
Before 2015, it was considered a terrible thing to eat.
You know why?
Because they felt it was going to clog your arteries, cholesterol and fat and all the stuff, right? Well, then
I also think it's the way the chickens are raised.
Yep,
that's probably
100%.
true. But in 2015, the USDA changed that's the Department of Agriculture, changed the whole guideline regarding eggs. And I'm going to kind of touch on the eggs more than anything else right now, but they was causing bad cholesterol. It had led to heart health problems and all the clogged everything, you know. Well, now it is one of the best sources that you can have to eat. And we're talking about including, in the most important part of the egg is the yolk, which they said was the most problem.
What does the commercial now say? The egg, and they have a caveat to it about how good it is. I forgot what it's called.
Well, but remember, we went to a phase where the people would eat an egg, they would take the yolk out and just eat the white, which was eliminating a lot of the nutritions that you were getting.
Yep.
I mean, it's a really huge.
Yeah, all the restaurants, egg white omelets.
Yeah, all that.
Nasty.
And it's got antibiotics. It's got healthy fats. Believe it or not, they kind of realize that there are that out there. And it's a brain boost. Yep. And it's just rich in vitamins. So, you know, these are some of the things that just want to hit on that a little bit. That the American Heart Association suggests up to 2 eggs a day is really good for healthy older adults. 2 a day. Man, they used to tell you don't eat 1 ever. And now they're up to that. Eating more than 1 egg per week, the association it's associated with 47% lower risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. Can you believe that?
I love hard-boiled eggs.
Well, that's the whole thing. They talk about the different types of way to eat it. Now they're saying, have you ever done this before where you drink a regular raw egg, put it in a glass?
Yeah.
You ever done
do
that?
that?
Have you done that, Dave?
I have not. I only like them scrambled. I'm very picky about how I eat them.
But you've done that before?
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
Well, it wasn't enjoyable, but a few buddies, we decided to get on this health kick. Where do you think we got it from?
Yeah, from like the workout, the weightlifting.
Rocky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rocky.
Yeah.
He's got all that crap running down his face and everything. Anyway, we started doing it, and we did it for like a month. We're working out and everything. We all had our raw egg moments in the morning, but yeah,
Pretty slimy, isn't it?
pretty nasty.
Well, they say that's not the best way to eat it.
No,
It's
wouldn't
not,
think
you
it
know,
is.
but we thought that was because of Rocky, like you said. But
The less you cook it, the better it is.
that's what they
not true,
say,
though.
that don't overcook an egg. That's the number one thing, because the nutrition is in the not overcooking. They say that basically boiled is probably the best,
Yeah, I love hard boiled eggs.
and you do a lot of that.
Yep.
And
Whenever you bring me eggs, I take and hard boil the dozen and eat 2 a day.
and I've been doing that lately too, and mixing it with avocado, putting it on toast. It's
They
fantastic.
say if you take whole grain rice with black beans and a medium cooked egg, it's the best shot of protein in the morning.
It's great, and I've been doing some of that stuff. And poached, as they said, the second. Scramble, but if you scramble it, use olive oil or avocado oil. Safer oil than, I guess, vegetable oil. And then fried the same way, and don't overcook. So,
Do they say anything about butter? Using butter to cook them with?
well, butter is good, and I'll get to that in a minute. But now that
Okay.
I've told you that, now it won't be a question. But how about veggie chips? Good or bad?
I'm out. 100%
Dave?
out.
Veggie
I'm out
chips, is
too.
that
No.
not the fact that you like them or not? Is it better for you than regular chips?
No.
What do you think?
I would say maybe. And no, I'm going to go with no. It's not any better.
That is
I
correct.
think it's a hoax.
It's definitely that. It's not that good for you. In fact, they've compared it to basically being worse than just regular chips.
Everybody eats those veggie sticks.
Oh yeah,
I'm out.
Same thing.
3 minutes.
Okay, thanks. Okay, coffee, good or bad for you?
Now, which it always has been, good.
Yes, it's good, but it also depends on how much you drink.
Yeah, and the brand of coffee and how it's processed.
Well, it was once associated with high blood pressure. So no, don't drink coffee. Coffee bad. Get away from coffee. If you're drinking coffee, you're in trouble. But now,
yep,
like you said, it's recognized for its anti-inflammatory effects and supports longer life.
Yep.
Now that they're not suggesting you drink 5-6 cups, but a good 1 cup of coffee a day,
Yeah.
that's what it's about. So there you go with that. Let's see. What about whole fat, dairy, and butter?
Yes. The whole fat better.
Dave?
Yes. I think it's better for you that way. Yes.
Previously, it was dismissed to avoid saturated fats for believing that any fat was just fat.
Yep.
And was bad for you, leading to, all kinds of problems, all the stuff we know that they've said. But now it's really packed with so much nutrition that it's good to go. And like for me, when I buy milk, I buy whole milk. I don't like the 1%
We don't either.
stuff. If I'm
Whole
going to
milk.
drink milk,
Vitamin D.
and I buy real butter.
Yep.
So, and
Me too.
so to answer your question, Dave, yes, cook it with your real butter. How about flavored yogurt?
No.
I don't
Dave?
think that's good for you. No.
Correct. You both are right. It was once considered a healthier option than ice cream and other things.
1 minute.
But now they're finding that it's laden with excessive sugars, and comparing it to candy bars.
Yeah.
Okay, one more before we go. How about running behind a mosquito spray?
Well, we could disappear behind the truck as a kid. And maybe that's the reason why I'm off a little bit.
Dave, what's your thought on that?
No, I think that's a very bad idea.
Yeah,
Those
it
mosquito
was
sprays are
bad.
not good
It's
for you.
still bad. We've recovered from it though, and we're got to take a break here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. We'll get back to some more automotive stuff for you here when we get back from this commercial break.
All clear.
You think I'm going to survive this week?
I don't know. Somebody from Yo Play or something.
That's
maybe,
right, we're in trouble.
Who knows?
Dave, you think I'm going to survive this week without going to the
I think you got this. That wasn't bad.
Pencils up. I thought that was fun, didn't you? Thinking
Yeah, I
about
thought
this-
it was fun, and you didn't name a brand or anything.
Yeah, that helped. But it does bring back how we were always told and rammed down our throats about things that were bad, and don't do it, and don't do it. And I'm going to bring up one now that I didn't get to. What do you think?
Well, just think about the bad things we used to say to people. What'd they tell you when you're fixing to get involved in something? What'd they say? Break a leg.
Oh yeah, break a leg. But that was supposed to be do good or don't
Yeah.
let anything happen.
Opposite of.
So I'm going to ask you a question, Dave and Kurt. Which is better, tap water or bottled water?
Tap water.
Dave?
Depending on the municipality.
Yeah, Dave?
I would go with tap water, but usually they put too many chemicals in there. And the bottled water, that's drinking out of the plastic's not very good.
So you're both right. Tap water is the way to go. And they say that because it's more regulated, what is it, ESP or PS, whatever that company or organization that overlooks that, they're saying it's way better because even bottled water has that plastic seeps into the water.
Absolutely.
And it's expensive. When you buy bottled water, you pay a lot of money for that. And they say too, the fact that it hurts the environment with the bottles versus, and we talked about this last week. We used to drink water out of the water hose when we were outside playing. It didn't kill us.
I did that so many times. That was so fun.
Well, I have friends that drink a certain water and it's not working.
You can't say the name, but I got a pretty good idea.
They've been drinking a bunch of it, and it helped.
Okay.
I'm going. Now, I have a buddy, Ken Masick. I don't even know if he's still around, but he had a machine that made oxygenated water.
I remember you telling me about that once.
And it was absolutely.
I thought you bought one.
I did, and that water was rated on a Bovis scale. And we really, really enjoyed it. Think about it, it just didn't last that long. They were expensive.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
But oxygenated water, they say, is the deal.
If you can afford it.
Well, now they're,
better.
You can buy the ones where you fill the bottle and just set it on the machine. It spins it and you just got to make sure you're buying one that really makes oxygen.
A free vitamin D health quiz or purchase.
Ron, you're right. That was Crabtree's right there on Stilton. Used to go there all the time.
Checkyourd.org.
Great little store. Loved it. Went down there almost every day to get something for my mom.
Who sings this?
I got to tip my tongue.
Tracy.
Still don't have it.
You get a fast car.
Chapman.
I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make it.
Haven't you already asked him that question once?
I don't think that's Tracy Chapman. Is it?
That's Tracy Chapman.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Wow.
Maybe next week I'll remember it when you play.
Yeah, I'll say Donna Summers. Yeah, Donna Summers.
That was her hit.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show. I tell you what, if you need a GMC, a Buick, Subaru, Mazda, Hyundai, Acura, go to Highly Cars Fort Worth. I got to tell you what, we've been in each one of the stores, meeting the GMs. I got to tell you what, Kip Gilmore was him and his staff. Sam Steele, she is incredible. For women that are kind of wondering, should I ever get in the car business, go meet Sam Steele over at Highly Mazda Fort Worth. She is incredible. What one of the coolest salespeople I've met recently.
And she was a guest on our show for a little bit.
Kip was
dynamite
on the desk working car deals, and she jumped on the show with us. So go to Highly Acura Fort Worth, Highly Subaru Fort Worth. And you know what I was amazed by Subaru? Is Subaru, when I was talking to Abe, the general manager there, he was saying that over half the people don't trade in their Subaru.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Like, wow. He didn't get a lot of Subaru trade-in because they either give it to a family member
or sell it
there outright to a friend or use it and keep it as a second or third car. Absolutely incredible. And then you have Highly Mazda. I was letting a lot of people know, and I was talking to Kip Gilmore, the CX-70. They priced it right there with the CX-90, which has a third row. And because they didn't separate it, they're not really selling a lot of them. It does have the V6 turbo, which I absolutely love. And then you go over to Hyundai, where you look at the Hyundai Sonata, the Tucson, the Palisade, and then it's just great people. So one is right there at 30 and Las Vegas Trail. The other's right there at 820 and 30. Just let them know you're listening to the Automotive Ed Radio Show, and you want to talk to the man in charge. That's what's really cool about the Hiley Group over in Fort Worth. Eric Schimmels, who oversees all of it, a friend of mine, he really lets the horses run and lets these GMs, run a dealership in the best possible way. That's Hiley Acura Fort Worth, Hiley Subaru Fort Worth, Hiley Mazda Fort Worth, Hiley Hyundai Fort Worth, and Hiley GMC Buick. Find them online at HileyCars.com. Okay. This is a question that not only goes, we titled this a while back called, "Are your kids ready to get on the road?" But now it's really, are you ready to get on the road? And Bo and I talked about this, and I got a couple of really nice thank yous from people going, "We didn't think about this. Is your car really equipped to hit the road?" And I did get a funny message. It was funny but not funny. He said, on a humorous sidebar, we had a flat tire, and guess what happened?
Didn't have a spare.
Had a spare.
Okay.
Didn't have any air in the spare.
Oh, okay.
Because it'd been in there so long.
Yeah, that happens.
And so he goes, but guess what I did have?
I had a air pressure
can of fix a flat.
Oh, okay.
And got enough air in it to get it
To
where
where
it
you
needed
need
to
to
go,
go.
and then put the air in it. So here's a couple of things that when you buy that car is, one, check for the spare tire. Why is there not spare tires in Jackson in all cars? Well, because they are reducing the weight of the vehicle for the MPG that a certain party in government shoved down the manufacturer's throat. Get a spare and a jack in your car. You need a spare and a jack in your car. There's nothing worse than a flat tire. With a battery, you get a jump start, you're off and running. With a flat tire and not having another tire, that's not a good situation. When you're buying a car, check for the spare tire. Can't tell you enough. And people call me upset. Hey, you sent me over here to Joe Bag of Donut Motors, and I bought a vehicle, it didn't have a spare in it. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
And you can get a spare. It's just going to cost you something to get it. So it's your.
And there's a place to put it and a place to mount the jack.
It's your responsibility to know that, and that's a part of the thing of knowing before you go.
Well, it's
look
assumption.
in the trunk.
It's old assumption that cars still have.
Yeah, that is not happening. In fact, they're probably not in most cars.
No,
maybe trucks still have them.
A lot of them still do have the donuts. The trucks, most trucks still have the full-size spare, but then there's a lot of them that don't have anything.
But if you don't like the donut idea, because that's not something you want to run on real long, and you really want a true spare, get it. I mean, I think that's really important.
Well, some of them are going to be equipped for just a donut.
You don't think even a regular spare? Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, some cars are going to be a donut.
Well, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to drill a hole back there.
Or just throw it in the trunk and take up all the
That's
space.
true. I don't care. It's more important to have a really good backup plan. And you were talking about Fix-A-Flat. You can get these air pumps now that are battery powered, and they are so fantastic that it saved my life so many times when I had a slow leak in a tire, and I'd go to a court and I'd be there for hours and come back. I'd throw that thing on there and go get it fixed.
Yep.
And it's easy and they're affordable, and you can get them everywhere.
Yep. Another thing too is, they have all these different storage units. Like in my car, I've got this thing in the back that it has 4 different compartments. Put a flashlight and make sure the batteries are working. Always have a flashlight in your vehicle, and then have all the basic fluids. Now when you go to buy your antifreeze, a lot of it's 50-50 antifreeze and water,
which is great.
Which is great. And have a container of that. Have a jug of water. have an emergency flashlight, have the power charger. I'm telling you, there's going to be these things and some jumper cables. And every one of my boys, when they got their car, they got a basket with the stuff in it. And I'm telling you, you never know when you'll need it. But here again, you may find somebody. Here's what was sad one day. My son and I go to the Maverick game, and I didn't close the we're in an SUV, and the tailgate didn't close all the way. There was something stuck in it, didn't close. We came back out, battery was dead. I'm standing there connected to the battery, holding up the other end.
Cables, right?
And nobody stopped until like the last car coming out. And God bless our military. It was a Marine that was on leave and pulled in and jumped me off. And I'm standing there with a little boy with jumper cables. That's how sad society has gotten.
And now you can get those portable battery-powered cables. And my son has one. My wife has one. And it has saved them. And Graham actually goes and helps people when they don't have anything, no cables. He just hooks it up and helps them out. And it's not only saved him tons. And
you got to make sure you keep it charged too.
Yeah, you just check it every so often, but it holds pretty well unless, it's been there a long time. But these are avenues that I don't understand. When you go out anywhere, these are lifesavers.
Yep. And here's the other thing too. Here's a tip for everybody. Teach your kids how to change a tire.
Yeah, that'd be a good one too.
There's something inside your car that's going to be the most helpful part of the whole thing. You know what that is? Floor mats.
Yeah.
Take the floor mats out and set them on the ground. Undo the lug nuts while it's still connected to the car, not while you have it up on the jack.
Right.
Loosen the lug nuts before you lift it.
Correct.
Then you slide the jack. You raise it up, take the rest of the lug nuts off by finger, put the other one up, do them finger tight, lower the car, tighten them up down the road. But here's the thing. You got to know where to put the jack. It's not like the old days. Remember, we had those big giant bumpers, and there was a cutout on every bumper, whether it was front or back.
Fit.
Yeah, it's not that way anymore. They don't have cutouts on the bumper. The bumpers are all wrapped in whatever the product is, and there is no opening.
Get on that
what are
frame.
those hooks for? They're for transport.
Yeah.
They're not for jacking up your car. So have somebody there. Why would you not want a mechanic to come out and go, hey, where do I put the jack? Show me. Every dealership will do it. I had a guy one time just out of curiosity, and I bought my car, and I says, hey, can you tell me where to put this jack? Mechanic comes out, he unhooked it, and he goes, put it right here, and I took a picture of it.
Cool.
What about on the front? Put it here and take a picture of it. There's components that if you are lifting a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pound car and that jack's not in the right place, you're going to break something. Or that jack is going to shoot out and it's like a cannonball.
Yeah, it could hurt you really bad.
Yeah, and then, know to park it on a level surface. And here's the thing, too. One of my buddies, he always puts a couple of blocks of wood in his car.
Not a bad idea. Whichever way you're jacking
to put
it
the
up.
stand on. Yeah. I'm like, wow. It's all these little things that, we hope and pray that we're not going to run into those problems, but it's inevitable that it may be for you or someone else. It's going to happen.
I've gone as far as buying one for Purple Haze's vehicle and one for Graham, the roller jacks. Like you see in the tire places, and they work great. And Graham said the other day when he had a flat about a week or so ago, he said, Dad, I can't thank you enough for that because of how it saved him so much time to roll that sucker underneath there and jack it up.
No doubt about it. Good morning to Rob, and give that beautiful wife of yours, Laura, a hug for us. Quick break. 800-281-8255. That's 281-8255. Give us a call. We'll be right back.
Oh, clear.
Yeah, I've loaded my vehicles up. It's going to be the same way when I get another one. It's just so much safer, easier. Now, it does take a little room in the back, but it fits.
So what?
I mean,
what do you got back here anyway?
So nothing. So I kept it in the box. I'm talking about the jack. It's got the 4 wheels. Like and it's I've got it partially
floor jack.
Floor jack, thank you. I've got the partial handle still on it, so they have to just add this extension, but that's like a little clip in. And then I've got in that box, I've got the air pump, which is battery powered. You put it on there, you screw it on, set the amount of PSI that you want. You hit the button and it stops at that level. So you don't have to guess or got one of those little silver things to check. And then the battery charger, those things are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Little square things. It's not much bigger than a notebook. In fact, smaller than a notebook. It's got the red and black cables. You plug it in, you put the battery on, and you hit the start button. And as soon as it lights up, give it a second and go start your car.
100%.
Done. I have all three of those things in there, and they've been very, very successful for my family to be out of trouble.
Yep. I remember back in the day, I always had one of those Florida. Back then, they make a small one. They were big, but man, you know right where to roll that thing up. You crank that thing up. And I always remember my buddy James Kane growing up. He was like the car guru, had his own shop there at Shady Grove and nursery forever, never. And he was like, always loosen the lugs while it's on the ground.
Yes, definitely, because it's going to be very difficult to do it when it's off the ground.
Did you believe how many people start hitting that deal?
Oh, I know.
Remember the old deal, you click.
Mhm.
He goes, you got that thing raised up. And back then, 5,000-6,000 pound cars.
Those were always scary to me. That one more click, is that going to be is that going to be it? I need really one more, but is that the one that's going to cause it to flop off, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you always have that
A
feeling?
little sketchy.
Yeah.
Man, first time I jacked up my Olds Delta 88. Oh,
yeah, a big car like that, you go, wow.
2.5 ton car, and you got that little stand, and you're going,
yeah,
what are we doing here?
Yeah. But it's also very important to your family to know how to do it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another thing that I've got in there. This will blow your mind. I've got a power tool to take the lugs off that's battery powered.
Why not?
Bzzz.
Why not?
And Graham said to me the other day when he had to change, he said, Dad, I can't thank you enough for that power tool. I felt like I was a tire guy, man, with the right jack and zzz, got the thing off. He said, it saved me so much time. It wasn't even funny.
100%.
So, and what do you think usually, probably the two most important things I would think in an issue with a vehicle when you're out? What's the number one problem that would probably occur?
Dead battery.
That's a good one. I'm thinking more of a flat. If you're driving on the road, that you get the flat.
Oh, driving. 100%.
Yeah. Usually that's the number one deal, right? Or overheating. Could overheat.
Or crack windshield.
Crack windshield, but you can drive with that. But
yep.
Overheating, you got to pull over. Now, what are you going to do if it starts overheating just because maybe you got a leak in the radiator, but now you have no water, no coolant? Now, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and the time it takes to cool down to open up that cap.
That too. Now you need to make sure your folk need to know that, your family, that if you, and even if you let it cool a little bit, you should have a rag or a towel even over it to release the pressure.
I've seen that. It's crazy. Hey, Rob, my aunt Glenda lives out there on the golf course in Bowie. And I remember when they put that Walmart up in Bowie, you thought that they were, they hit the lottery out there. That place was packed day in, day out. So you and Laura have a beautiful weekend out there in Sunset. And I saw that big old
Where is that
fish
located?
She caught, going out towards Bowie.
Okay.
What is that, 287?
Yeah, going east, like northeast?
West.
Northwest, I meant. Yes,
Yep.
I got you. Yep. Like on the way to Mineral Wells, like that way?
Chico and Sunset and then into Bowie, and then you start heading up to Wichita Falls.
Yes, that's where Gary Coker lives.
Yep. He's got a beautiful place out there and building a big dock. And got him a and pontoon boats.
You ready to go fishing?
You know,
Kirk and I are not big fishermen, I can tell you that.
I've never gone fishing. I have gone, out
on a boat to do things, right?
When I went deep sea fishing, the guy came down, he baited your hook, they put it out, you sat in a chair,
Yeah.
and reeled it in. If you call that, I call it a workout, not so much fishing, because then you go, everybody pull your line in,
Right.
and then whoever got it. But going
How far
out
did you go out? Did you go out in the Gulf?
We went to the trench line.
Where's that?
Okay, so when you're in the boat, we made it through the jetties, which were wow. And then you go, and then he goes, now look down.
Your SRN program begins.
Is this out of Galveston?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're sitting on the trench line. On this side of the trench line, you could see 30, 40 feet down.
Yeah.
On the other side of the trench line, you couldn't see nothing.
Right.
And they call it the trench line.
Okay. Well, you know why it's like that, right?
Yeah.
The depth of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go out. When I went scuba diving, we take out and the water's murky, but then when you get out as far as we went, it was blue. It's beautiful.
We're going to be scuba diving in September.
Where?
St. Lucia.
Oh, well, that's going to be nice.
It's our 30-year anniversary.
I did it in St. Thomas.
But we're doing a thing where they put the air helmet on you.
Oh, yeah.
And you walk around in the bottom.
Oh, like the old commercial type divers had, right? The big old helmet.
Yeah, but this one, it's a clear helmet with a speaker and a microphone in it, and it pumps air into it, and you just walk around.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Welcome to the AutomotiveEdge.com stadium. It's the bottom of the ninth inning with 2 out, man on third, and Team Consumers are behind.
Pick a Saturday and head out, stay the night. See you guys. Rob and Laura, the cat's meow.
Am I invited?
No. Rob, do not invite Bo.
All right, we'll see. Come on, Rob. Show some love. We need more love.
For Team Consumer by Kurt Chase at the AutomotiveEdge.com.
Yep. A minute. What does that mean?
What do you say?
Well, you haven't said anything yet.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're back.
We're up.
We're up and running. Snooper.
Thanks for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, the show that helps you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, trading, selling, leasing, parts, service, body shop. We can help you with all that. That's why we always say to like and share the show. And since we've jumped on Salem Radio these last couple of months, I got more people calling me going, hey, somebody was listening to your show. What do you do? How does this work? What do we got to pay you? Remember, you never pay me a dime. Handshake, hug, or a prayer. We'll take all three, but you can't pay me anything. We save you time, volunteer. We save you money, pay it forward because somebody needs help out there. I promise you, even if it's just a conversation or a phone call or a when's the last time you hand wrote somebody a letter or hand wrote something on a card and mailed it to them? You didn't text or email. There's a great way to change things around and not wait on the federal government, not wait for somebody else to do it. You take the initiative and you'll change somebody's life. 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. This has blew me away. They say now, and I don't get it. I've been doing a lot of research. I still don't get it. 19% of all buyers and 25% of new buyers made their purchase after using AI such as ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, or AI generated overviews such as Google AI Overview. I'm like, are you kidding me? You are going to AI to buy a car. Unbelievable. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't care what other people say about it. I don't. For me, I'm going to drive and drive and drive and drive to make my decision.
Well, you always say it's the feel of the wheel and how it fits your butt. you know, and the things that you have to the viewing, the oversee, the backup, all this, that, and stuff. AI can't really tell you that about
Nope.
your physical ability.
Even on AI, if you took and printed off the AI statement and you marked out all the adjectives, adverbs, verbs, everything that was descriptive, you would have nothing.
Correct.
Nothing. Go drive the car. Even all the magazines that are printed, even all the people that rate all the cars, listen to what they said. The car dipped. The car felt. The car seemed.
Yeah.
The car I'm going.
For them, maybe.
Good gracious. Go drive the car. And remember, do you know what size the crash dummies are when they're testing all these?
I never even thought about that.
Think about it. I'm not the size of a crash dummy. I'm the size of 2 crash dummies. Used to be.
He's just a dummy.
I weighed in today, and I'm down 43 pounds now.
So now you'd be down to 1 dummy.
I am dummy and a half.
Dumbing down.
Yeah, I'm dummying down. So go drive the car. Why you would rely on, and here's the thing. In today's market, nobody builds a bad car. Yeah, there are recalls. No doubt about it. Yes, there's service bulletins. And what are service bulletins and different from recall? A service bulletin is something you're going to get from the dealer going, hey, we want to check this out. This is something that the manufacturer said possibly could. We're kind of getting ahead of it. That's a service bulletin. Because remember, manufacturers don't build cars, they assemble cars. They have to go out and find the best tire company, the best stereo company. When you look at a stereo on Cadillac, it doesn't say Cadillac sound system. It says Harman Kardon or Bose or whatever that product is.
Tires too.
Yeah, they don't say
Ford tires or whatever.
And so they have to find the best products to bring together to build these vehicles. But they are responsible. It is their name on it, even though it's all these other brands. Oil filters, oil. Honda doesn't make oil. They have a brand of oil that they use for their vehicles. Yeah, I just think of all the manufacturers in all cars. They don't have their own separate oil fields that they produce. Everything is brought together by the best possible relationships and products to build that car. And then it comes down to you driving that car and spending the time driving the car. And I just got to tell you, I have never used, nor will I spend time hearing what other people have to say about a car, because everybody's story is going to be different. Every time I do a review, I get at least 5 bad messages going, yeah, I had one of those pieces of junk one day back in 1992. In fact, there's a lot of neighborly groups that I'm on with. And this lady was the other day said, I'm looking at Hyundai and Kia. And there were so many people bashing Hyundais and Kias. And I'm going, out of curiosity, what year did you buy the
when
Hyundais
was the
and
last
Kias?
time you
And
saw it?
some of them, they don't even make them anymore, the brands. I'm going, or the models.
Yeah.
I'm going, wow, that's incredible. So your bad experience makes everything bad.
Hanging on to that for dear life.
And I said, you know what the fastest growing car companies would be? Hyundai and Kia. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Why do they put that on the car? And the guy goes, oh, just to get you in there. No, there's a cost factor.
Really?
There is a cost factor. So, they're just bashing and beating up. And I'm going, you don't know. You're going from, what is that song? I'm not sure it was the Jackson 5 or the Osmond. One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch.
I think that was Jackson 5.
And they run with that. So I'm just telling you, drive the cars. Go put it in your garage.
Yeah,
I love the family that took the Explorer home and they loaded it with the luggage and put everything on the rack and went, not going to work.
Yeah.
They went back to Grapevine Ford, the true home of the Love It or Leave It promise, and got an Expedition and had more than enough room. But they drove it and they put the family in it, the ride, the drive, the handling. Well, the thing was storage wasn't going to work. I had one guy that went out and drove a car and he goes, And it's something he's always bought. And I said, go drive this car. And he called me up and he goes, I can't believe what I'm driving. I'm like, yeah. Here's the thing. It can be fun if you get the Automotive Edge radio show involved. I have a dozen people going out to test drive today. Now, out of that dozen people, guess what? Half of them probably going to buy. They say, well, we're just test driving. We're just looking.
Right.
But then they get out there and go, wait a minute, I had no idea. I had 3 people this week that bought something they would have never, ever bought before.
Don't you do that with a house? Like when you go house looking, you don't just look on the, on the AI and go, hey, this is a house. It's got 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and, whatever. How many times did you look at a home before you said, hey, now that fits us?
Oh, we looked at 30 homes before we bought this one.
Well, I rest my case. And if you're not at least looking at probably 3 or 4 or 5 cars, you're doing the same thing that you would if you just bought a house.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I just tell people everything, they say, well, because of all the safety mandates by the federal government, they all got to be great cars. True. But it's got nothing to do with the federal mandates. Nothing to do with the federal mandates.
But how it fits you.
If they didn't have backup cameras, would it make it a bad car?
No. I don't like them anyway.
If it didn't have lane assist, would it make it a bad car?
No.
If it didn't have aerial bird nest view, would it make it a bad truck? No. It's all about you, your driving habits, your blind spots, your back, your legs. I was blown away once I got into management. How many people would call the dealer and say, I want to bring back the car. My legs are falling asleep.
Wow.
My back hurts.
Are
My
you
shoulders
kidding?
hurt. All the time.
Yeah.
There was, before they came out with the lower lumbar support, we actually hooked up with Pep Boys, and they had a cushion that would slide down over that had this ergonomic bend to it.
That's
and I
cool.
said, I've got something for you. And so we bought like a couple of dozen of them, and I put it on the car, and I said, here, driver, that I'll call me back. Thank you. But then they started like on my car, you can hit the button and the seat comes in and out. It's got that airbag in the lower part of the seat. So spend the time driving. I just can't believe that percentage is AI even thinking about buying a car. I don't get it. Hey, 800-281-8255, 800-281-TALK. Be right back here. It's on the Automotive Ed Radio Show on the Word, 100.7 FM.
Plus, I want that smell before I buy it.
Good morning, my sweet cousin, Dorothy Noon. Love, love, love you.
I want to make sure it smells like a new car before I buy it.
Well, you'd be real surprised what it takes to make that new car smell.
I know. We've talked about that before.
Anytime I bought a new car, I would always bring it home and lower the windows.
You didn't like it?
No.
Huh.
I like the smell of leather.
Right. I got that.
That new car smell was actually nauseous for me.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, now they got the spray you can buy. That's the new car spray.
You don't want to do that.
When you get your old car, it's starting to, too many French fries and too many kids in there that, maybe blow out some air.
So I got to tell you a story. There was a Mexican restaurant right next door to my brother's shop, Chase Detail and Automotive. And the lady, we couldn't get the smell out of the car.
Oh, boy.
And she says, hang on one second. And she got a bunch of fruit and cut it up and put it on some paper and put it underneath all the seats.
Like apples and stuff like that?
Apples was number one.
Yeah.
And the next day we opened up the deal, and depending on the smell of it, and it was gone. And she took that, sliced up all the apples, and she broke it, and that apple smelled like somebody died in it.
Sucked up that bad odor, huh?
Couldn't believe it.
It's pretty.
And she goes, she said, you keep using chemicals and this and that, and all you need is some apples.
And they also say baking soda is good at absorbing odors. They tell you to put it in the refrigerator. I never do, but probably a good idea. It absorbs the odors.
Yeah, we kept a box in there.
Yeah, so it's
good for like a year. And
I did a deal last week about these chemicals in these sprays that are not really that good for you to have.
I saw that deal. Jessica Alba, she owned that big company, just worth millions of dollars. and she put out that article about the different scent products and what it actually is. And I was kind of blown away.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was blown away too when I discovered that when I was getting ready to do the Bo Knows segment. And
she said, "You know what natural oils are?" And I broke it down and I started doing some research. Like, oh my goodness,
not so natural.
And then certain candles, like my wife buys the natural candles, but we don't light it. She puts a heat lamp over it.
Well, wouldn't that still do the same though?
Depending on how the candle's made.
Okay.
And then soap.
Or purchase an at-home vitamin D test where the results are sent directly.
There's a place out in Granbury, and all their soap is made with goat's milk. And
I've seen that.
Incredible.
I've seen that before.
So it's just taking time to, you're going to spend a little bit more money, but I'm blown away by what a scented oil is.
Woo!
800-281-8255 is the number. 800-281-8255. 800-281-8255 is the number here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. Give us a call, even if you want to just talk to Bo. Bo needs somebody to talk to.
I need some love, for goodness sake. Look what I put up with every Saturday morning.
Yeah, give him a call. Yeah, I was pretty well blown away by
the people that were buying stuff through AI and all these Google this and that and whatever else.
Well, I can see where AI is helpful. I was on, my son goes, "Do you know how to be a better talk show host?" And I went, "Humor me." Well, he put it in the chat.
GPT or whatever it's called.
GPT, whatever it is. And I was like, great tips in there.
Maybe I need to listen.
And the one thing is, they said, if you have a automotive show, don't make it all about automotive.
Well, sure. I mean, we've talked about that many, many times,
Yep.
That some of the shows that are in like sports umbrellas, I call them the umbrella because that's what they are, is considered a sports show, but they go off the rails and it makes the show much more interesting and inviting. So yeah, it's people are, it has a full scope in their life, and that's what they want on the show.
I got to tell you, if you're looking to buy, here's the thing. A lot of people, because of gas prices, which is a hoax.
It's not a hoax when you're paying $4.11.
Yeah, but how they're doing this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But a whole different show. Right now, the dealers, their day's supply is starting to pick up. This is a great time with gas prices high to take advantage of the discounts and rebates, incentives, which is going to way outweigh what you're paying for gasoline. I promise you. Toyota pitched $5,000 off 22 different trim packages of the 2025 Tundras. GMC 20% off sticker price on 2026 Sierra 1500, the elevation packages. Hyundai and Kia offered 0% financing. Overall, the average incentive, which has stayed around, and this is everything combined, I wish they wouldn't do this, but they do, is over $3,000, and it barely broke $2,200. But when you look at pickup trucks like Grapevine Ford here in DFW, Grapevine Dodge, they have their 1500 Lariat 18,000 off MSRP. On the Lone Star package, 15,000 off MSRP, 14,000 off certain models of the Jeeps. Why? Because people are concerned about MPG. They start going, okay, the first thing they do now is they're going over looking at the MPG. Oh, it's just crazy. The prices are going to go down. Sooner than later, the straits are going to open up. And even though there's an ample supply of oil here in the United States, gas prices will start coming down. Did you see that on the news? I forgot if it was a Costco or a Sam's or a Racetrack or whatever it was. Last week they put gas up, put the sign up, $1.85.
No.
And they sold every drop of gasoline in that building.
Now, did they intentionally do that?
Yeah, they did.
And what was the reason? Just to get business? Because here's the thing. One thing we've learned, and we've talked about this in the past, that these convenience stores, they claim they don't make a lot of money on the gas.
Correct.
They make money on you coming in that store, buying your sodas and buying your candy and buying your chips and buying your hot dogs and all the stuff they've got in there. You've heard that before, right?
Buddy, I went in. We're in A's. Going out to see Mom, and we pulled into a convenience store. And get this, I bought a beef jerky and a bottle of water, $8.90.
That's where they make their money. So it's amazing, and that they don't really try to cut things a little better for the gas part like they did. I bet they sold a ton of stuff.
I
in
told
those
a buddy of mine.
convenience stores.
I talked to a buddy of mine. He's an executive for one of the big wholesale places. They don't make money on gasoline.
I've heard that before. Very little. The money is made inside that
That's right.
store.
Inside the
So
brick
just-
and mortar, not at the pump.
Yeah. I bet they made a ton of money at that $1.85 a gallon. I bet they sold a ton of stuff inside of there.
No, people were just pulling up, getting gas, and driving off.
I'm surprised people even
But
waited.
you know what? I think people will remember that long term.
Sure.
That somebody in the community went, you know what? I'm going to take it in the shorts and
Help the community.
help the community.
Because it does, man, it does have an effect on people's monthly, outgo when they having to pay that. It does, it affects people's economic aspects, and it hurts.
Well, that's why a lot of people, you know what their the number one search engine is for a particular item on a car right now?
How much miles per gallon?
Hybrid. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
And so hybrid sales are going through the roof. The electric cars, it ticked back up, and the numbers are good. Their day supply on hybrids is extremely low. When you go around town and you start looking at different vehicles, it's amazing. I've got one product. We've got 8 units on order. I've got another product. We got 5 units on order. The cars are built. They're just waiting for them to get shipped. And so hybrid technology right now is through the roof. And so instead of going electrification, like it was mandated by all the wackadoodle-doos in Washington that were part of this whole thing, and the wackadoodle-doos out in the West Coast, it all backfired, and now they're going, well, there's still a place. No, not after trillions went down the rabbit hole.
Well, it's kind of funny that I don't know how they're doing this and how they're going to survive it, but we know out there in California that they supposedly, if you go buy a gas station, that you can actually do that as a new buyer, and they won't allow any new ones being built. So I don't know how long term that's going to last. When
But it's already changing.
Yeah, I mean,
look how many billionaires have left. Look how many companies are leaving.
Yeah, look at Texas.
The most profitable company in California, you know what it is?
I'm not sure.
U-Haul.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
U-Haul.
Yeah, record-setting pace.
And they were also talking about that you couldn't buy a gas vehicle inside the state.
Well, they said by 2030 that gas would be ordered only, and the standard would be electric. Well, we know that
Wow.
Wine Boy out there is. I just don't get how people like that run states. I don't.
Wow.
Unless you got so much money, you don't care that he's a goober. I don't get it. But here's the thing: hybrid vehicles are on the rise. But here's the cool thing. So when I'm having this discussion with consumers, are going, so only hybrids are going to be the honey hole for trade-ins. I'm like, no. Doesn't matter. I just saw a pickup truck the other day, 187,000 miles, and it sold for $11,000.
There you go.
I saw a car the other day, 196,000 miles, sold for $12,000. I mean, numbers that we can't even wrap our brain around. So when consumers reach out to me and go, especially graduation time, it hadn't changed in 38 years, and summer, people getting ready for vacations and getting ready for road trips. One movement that I love is all these people that are taking road trips and putting it up on the internet and showing families and having game night and backing their vehicle out
Beautiful.
as close as they can to the beach and enjoying
Yes.
life. God bless each and every
Yes.
one of you. We need more of it.
Greatness.
Is that the price of a good quality pre-owned car is through the roof. They're going to auction and they're paying 5% above MMR. which is Manheim Market Report, and then they got to bring it back and recondition it and get it ready, and then you get it for sale, and then the price goes up again. You bringing your car in, and them not paying transportation fees and auction fees, and hoping that the recon is going to be below $2,000. Your car is bringing all the money, and with the massive discounts that they're giving because of gas prices, it is a win-win for you, the consumer. So when the wind starts blowing again and the ships start moving, you're sitting in a great situation on your car. 800-281-8255. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
All clear.
When he says all clear, does that mean that we can now be like a little more easy?
Well, we're here local, and then the national is on a different schedule.
Yeah, we're clear.
You're not. No, we're not clear. Don't even tell him we're clear, because you know what's going to happen with Bo. I'm going to be back in the principal office.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Are we clear?
No. Bo is never clear.
No, Bo is never clear.
Hey, I wore my clear seal today. Come on, man.
This is Bo Carver on Runway 121. That's been canceled. Turn the plane around.
Yeah, I've been in trouble more times than you can shake a stick at there, Dave.
You know, I was watching the news last night. I didn't know that Spirit Airlines been around for 36 years.
Yeah, and they just had their last flight last week.
And they had this goodbye party, and everybody was there. And the one lady, the steward, has been there 27 years, and she said, people don't realize that this company's been around for 36 years. I remember Peoples. I remember Braniff. Is TWA still going?
No. Trans World Airlines, what it used to be.
And I remember going to the airport, and I fell in love with all the stewardesses.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Fancy outfits, and they all carry themselves so well. And I remember all the girls, that was the job they wanted to have. And remember, they all wore hats.
Yeah. Nice uniforms like that.
Yeah. I think they could bring that back.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, the last few times we flied, I don't think the stewardesses were happy to be there. Or stewards, I guess.
Flight attendants is what they are.
Oh, they were flight attendants. Okay.
That's the political correct thing now, I think.
I want them just, when they land the plane, let some of us go down the slide.
That would be great.
We'd get off the plane a whole lot quicker.
Yeah,
just open up the side door, hit that emergency button.
Why not?
Why not?
Have some fun.
Yeah, have the baggage handlers down below catching us.
And what would you think that if an airline advertised that as a commercial? Fly, blah, blah airlines. When you land, we're going to open the slide for you.
Hey, Mom and Dad will get your kids to the gate.
Oh, man, everybody be jumping on that flight.
Have Chuck E. Cheese or somebody down there waiting on you.
How about that? See, we need to be.
Hey, there's no charge for great ideas. Okay?
Now we got to charge extra if your bag is a pound over a certain size and this and that and the other.
Well, you're only allowed 2 kids down the slide. Otherwise, it's a $35 charge.
Well, I get that. I can handle that. I'd be going down it. I'd pay the $35 to go down it. Yeah.
I got a buddy. His family is going to Disney, and there's 32 of them flying
to Florida. Disney?
Yeah. I'm like, wow, that is so cool.
Wow.
He goes, we were going to do.
Were they on the same flight?
The bus thing, but the cost of the bus was just.
Are they on the same flight?
No.
That's a good
thing.
They
tried.
Well, I don't think it's a good idea. Anyway.
16 and 16. Why? Oh boy, here we go. In case something happens and the plane goes down, go ahead. Poo-poo on the whole trip.
What is
no?
There he goes, Dave. There he goes. He's got to take that turn.
Already.
Okay, we're going down the highway of love, Route 66, and old poo-poo boy here just got to just.
Well, I know people that don't want to fly together like a husband and wife.
That's why they got Air Force 1 and 2.
I'm just saying, that'd be a big catastrophe with a family.
Well, our family, there's 83 of us, and I couldn't imagine all of us being on a plane.
What plane?
We would get.
Well, that'd be a lot of knockout and drag out fights for you.
What do they call you when they take you off the
they'd be
flight list?
Security. They'd be called security for you.
A car or a friend. Buzz driving is.
Yeah, I'd be having fights.
Wait a minute. Even though we're fighting, we're family. Does that count?
Yeah, no, I don't think it would on the flight. funny.
Oh, great song.
You're up.
Does that mean we're clear?
And you're clear. Well, Kurt is clear.
You're ruining the song, Bo.
Play it again.
Beautiful. Thank you, Chevy Chase.
Yes.
800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. I was asked the other day, the guy goes, hey, I clicked in. I didn't hear your picks of the week. And here they are. The Mazda CX-90, under $40,000. The Kia Telluride. And I got to tell you what, the new 2027 Telluride, they didn't build the 2026. And so people are going, was there problems? Why didn't they build a 2026? There were no problems.
They just didn't build it.
Here's what happened. They took the prototype Telluride around. They built X amount of them, took them all around the United States to all the dealerships, focus groups, and everybody was implementing
certain things,
what they liked and didn't like. Well, there was a consensus that really stood out on certain things, and I went, that's the way we're going to build it. By the time that was all said and done, there was no way to get a 2026 out. It would have been flipped around to a 2027. So kudos to Kia.
No doubt.
For doing that. I remember when I was running dealerships, the manufacturer would show up and they go, hey, we're here. I'm like, go away. I said, y'all show up. You waste a whole day of my salespeople time of likes and dislikes, and you don't do nothing.
Yeah, just.
And so I remember the owner called and goes, hey, did you throw the manufacturer out? I did, politely, but Kia actually did that. So there is no 2026 or all 2027 models. And I like it. They have a couple of off-road edition. They have a matted paint that is just cool. And I'm not a green and tan kind of guy or brown.
Earth tones, you mean?
But
like
their matted paint job, I'd own either one of them. In fact, I was telling my wife, I said, man, I saw this Telluride on the showroom floor. And, we have an SUV. We don't need two. I drive a car. But I would drive that thing in a heartbeat. Next is the VW Atlas. And the more I drive it, the more I love this thing. And I don't know why I haven't, I've driven the Jetta, and I drove the ID Bus, and I drove the Taos, and I drove the Tiguan, like them all. I love that engineering and drive. The difference in VW is that the German engineering, man, that thing is so reactive, which I like. I mean, it is reactive. And the more I drove the Atlas, and all of these are under $40,000. I mean, well equipped. None of them. There's no such thing on any of these as a base model. I don't know what a base model looks like these days because nobody really builds it unless you're buying a pickup truck that's a WT or a custom.
And you actually say it's more expensive to buy something with less stuff on it.
It is.
So it's why they're doing it that way.
Yeah, and so those things are standout vehicles. The Mazda CX-90, which is the same thing as the CX-70, except for has a third row seat, same motor, same size, same everything. They kind of marketed that a little bit oddly, but CX-90, Kia Telluride, and VW Atlas. And if you'd like to go spend time driving any of these, always go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Contact Kurt, send me your name and number. I'll call you right after the show, and we'll get you hooked up with these dealerships. No matter where you are, we'll find them. I have friends that are in what they call 20 groups. And my buddy that just got back from a 20 group, there was 20 guys in there, go figure, and they're from all over the country. And so I had a guy that was in Salem, Oregon. He goes, oh, yeah, I got a buddy that owns a dealership up there. Boom, we hooked him up. So I'll do the legwork for you. If you're elsewhere, I had a buddy in Chicago. And lo and behold, I had a buddy, Craig Chancellor, that used to work for me at Jim McNatt Toyota Dodge that was running the dealership up there. I'm like, what a small world, and got him up there, and they took delivery of their vehicles. So, and then I have some dealers that'll ship you the vehicle. How about that?
Yeah,
so if you get a better deal in another state or another area, we happen to be in Texas. Our home base is here in DFW. But we have many, many, many connections all over the United States. We did the his and her cars in Vegas. I did the BMW and the Toyota out in Naples and Fort Myers. Did a couple of vehicles in Shreveport, Hot Springs, Arkansas, Chicago. And anyway, we'll make the connections for you. I did have a guy call me from New Hampshire and needed an SUV. I mean, a RV. And
RV.
I made a few phone calls. I called a buddy of mine, Tim Riley. He joins us once in a while. And
yes.
He goes, let me make some phone. Boom, we got him hooked up. I had a guy that we got him 2 Kubota tractors.
There you go. If it's got wheels, go to theautomotiveedge.com and remember this and tell your friends when you're telling about it, there is no charge for the help.
That's right.
Don't think that, there's got to be some fine print somewhere or they're going to hit me with hey, I want to send you this bill. It is a free service. Remember that, priority number 1. And why would you not use that when nothing's really that free anymore and it's actually free? I don't get it. Save you time, save you money, save you headaches, save you problems. Get it done by going to theautomotiveedge.com.
Yep. Get your car appraised up front. I can't tell you enough when you get to the dealership. Now, I'm going to do it online for you for free at no charge. I'm going to give you a ballpark. Okay. I'm going to give you a range on that car based on what you told me.
So you'll know before you go that it should be in that range.
Based on what you told me.
Right, correct.
And I can't say that enough. I did have a gentleman the other day called me, and man, I wish he was here. I'd laid hands and prayed over him.
Showed you some love.
He did. Ooh, boy. And I said, well, buddy, I'm going to pray for you. And I'm sorry this conversation went this way. And he was just livid. But
he wasn't honest.
What he thought was no big deal was a big deal. What he thought was minor really wasn't minor. And the comment was, well, I know you're still sell the car. Well, that's true, but not for what you're asking and not for what I told you based on what you told me. So, little dings and scratches, they have these companies, the PDR and the touch-up guys. They used to show up to my dealership and
kill it out.
They'd walk the used car department and come in with a sheet and say, here's a list of cars. Here's what's wrong. Here's what needs to be done. I'd walk back out there with him. No, that's okay. That's okay. Now, but there was things that we needed to do. Okay. This car needed a lot. And I understand when cars are mechanically sound, you feel like the value is through the roof, but miles and condition are the telltale sign of a car.
Yeah, and don't level or give your opinion about the quality of it based on how much you love it. And it's been your grandmother's car. You went to ball games with your kid. In other words, that's not estimating the what you feel about the car.
Yeah, we're coming up the next section. I'm going to give you the top 4 things that people have an issue with when buying a car that we're going to help you overcome real quick. It's so simple. Buying a car really is easy, especially when you got your car guy, Kurt Chase, on your side helping you with the car. I just don't have these issues, but if we do,
nip it in the bud.
Yeah, it's going to end real quick. And I do have some people that live further out and they don't want to come further in. I get it. And I have some people, I had a lady that is up in age and says, I can't make that drive. Actually, we had somebody go get her. But there's some people who go, no, I want to stay with my local dealer. That's fine. Let's see if we can work with them to make sure that you're taken care of.
It doesn't matter.
Because remember, they all pay the same for the cars.
Right.
If it's a new car, they all pay the same. The only thing different will be destination and handling and whatever ads they choose to put on their automobile.
And the information Kurt's going to give you doesn't matter where you go.
Nope. Destination and handling is the only thing that's going to change the price of that vehicle. Quick break, 800-281-8255. Don't go away. We're going to get things wrapped up. We'll be right back here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on The Word, 100.7 FM.
Kurt's clear.
Thank you.
Oh, love you, Dave.
Dorothy, I was talking to my wife about taking a train ride up to New York.
Oh, I told you
That'd
about.
be awesome right there, I would think.
Well, I told you.
So
about,
did you sleep good on the train?
It was okay.
Did you have
slept
a
on
bed?
the top. There's the seats turn into the bed, and there's also a fold-out thing that's up top, and that one is the least comfortable. It's more like sleeping on a board.
So do
with a
they have
little
rooms
mattress.
on the train that you can actually have your own
Yes.
bedroom?
Yeah, they actually have rooms. They have roomettes, and then they actually have rooms that you can have too.
And what did you have?
I had the little roomette, and that's basically two seats that sit across from each other, and then the seats will fold down into a bed, and then there's a thing that folds down that turns into a bed.
Did the train move a lot, side to side?
No, not really.
Really?
No, it's pretty good about not doing that.
Yeah, you don't get.
But you slept good.
I slept good. The
And
only
how
thing that
long
might
were
annoy
on
you,
the train? What was the travel time between here and Missouri?
it was about 16 hours. I left here at about 2:00 on Sunday afternoon, and I got to Missouri about 7 a.m.
But there were several stops in Texas.
Yes.
And then
Texas
it
had
got-
about.
Now, are
Yeah,
you
and
able to
once we got into
disembark, or do you have to
Arkansas, it
stay
was
on the
easy.
train?
What was that?
Dave, were you able to disembark, or did you have to stay on the train?
You could get off the train on certain stops. Some of them were longer. I got off the train in Dallas and then in Longview, and it being what it was 420, it was kind of smelly.
Well, I know I told you this that Barbara Ann and her mom went from Fort Worth to Pennsylvania, and she loved it.
It's really nice to do it, and then they've got an observation car where you can sit there and have your coffee or whatever, and just look out the windows.
I lived. I forgot about this, but
Was that Amtrak?
Yeah,
that's Amtrak.
I lived in New Jersey for about 5 years in the 80s, and took a trip to Florida from there for a little vacation, and we loaded the vehicle up. You could actually take because we were going to stay.
Yeah, I got a
quite
buddy,
while.
Ezio Torres. I don't know if you remember Ezio, Dave.
I do not know.
He
I don't
used to
remember.
manage KLTY, that side of things, but he is in Jersey, and
Oh,
he
really?
loads up his Jeep on the train and takes it down to Florida.
Yeah. And we did that.
Whoa.
We rode the train with the vehicle. We had
That's pretty cool.
it was an SUV loaded up. When we got to our destination, they backed that sucker out, and there it was for us to take off. No renting of vehicles, none of that, Ubers or nothing. We had our own vehicle there.
So,
And
Dave, was it cheaper to fly, to get on the train and go to Missouri, or fly?
It would have been cheaper to fly because it was for two of us, it was $1,000. It was $500 each.
Test where the results are sent directly to your email.
So the train ride was $500 each.
Yes, so it was $500 each.
Huh.
Well, I'm like John Madden. I'm going to ride.
On the road.
I liked it when he when John Madden was inducted to the Super Bowl. You ever seen that show on 30 for 30?
I hadn't seen that about him, but I've
So
seen some.
the plane lands with his family. He goes up and he goes, "This is the first time I've been on an airplane in 30 years."
Oh, he was on it?
No.
Oh.
They landed.
He was on
They
the
put
airplane.
the deal up there, and he walked up and got on it.
He looked at it. He looked at it being on a plane then, right? That was it. I
Yeah,
don't
he
blame
greeted
him.
him, but he
Not me.
he did train and bus.
No, I don't blame him. I'm right there with him. I don't like flying. I don't.
Yeah,
dig
I'm
it.
not a big flyer. Hey, 800-281-8255. Real quick, go to theautomotiveedge.com. Sign up for the newsletter. We've redone it with GoDaddy and Google. It's clean now. It'll get you the email right over to us where we can load it in. And newsletter goes out next Wednesday. The current newsletter is on the website if you'd like to take a gander. And here's the thing, too. If there's things you would like to hear us talk about here on the show, certain makes or models, or what would you do in this situation? Help me with this. Talk to me about credit scores. Whatever those are, go to theautomotiveedge.com and send me that information. And we'd be more than happy to talk about it and help you, because here's the thing. When you have good questions, somebody else is affected. You wouldn't believe how many times they say, "Hey, when Joe Bag of Donuts asked that questions, man, that was on the top of my list of things to do or know." And they always help somebody else that's listening.
Do you know how many times we've heard people say that the stuff you've taught them here, that how it affected them when they knew that answer when somebody like been out, and that they would, know something was coming at them and a question
Or
or
they have that epiphany. I didn't think about that.
and they go like, man, I heard that on the Automotive Radio Show, and boy, it really helped me.
So here's your top 4 hardest things about buying a car that came in, and from all the surveys and people when I ask these questions.
Can I ask you a question? Is it about the hardest things or the things they dislike the most?
The hardest.
Okay.
What they find that it just takes too much time,
I got
back and forth.
Okay.
Number 1 is the trade-in.
Yep.
And I always say, get your trade-in done up front. Get it done up front. There's going to be a lot of places out there that are not happy about that. Get it done up front.
Yep.
Number 2 is the price of the car. You see a price online, read the fine print. A lot of them say does not include dealer installed options. 90% of everything that I've looked at so far these last few weeks have add-ons.
No, they already added them on, but that price
Right.
is not including that.
That's right.
Okay.
And one is window tint and wheel locks. They're big that everybody's putting on. But here's another thing that they're adding to a lot of vehicle, and that is the theft protection, the tracking. Whether it, depending on the product, what they're putting on the car, they're installing it back in service. And it's whether you're going to pay the membership down the road, the gold membership, or whatever the case may be. But price has become a big thing again, where most people get online and you compare prices, but then you wind up going somewhere and you find out all the ads that are on it. We found one the other day, $6,900 an ad.
Ooh, and they didn't have that price before they went, right?
No, it said plus any additional dealer
That was
installed
it.
options.
Wow.
And some of that was warranty. So.
Wow.
Next was getting through F&I. And the reason F&I is a problem, finance and insurance, is because you don't know your credit. You don't understand your credit. You're going strictly off a score. And you need to know that scores in the 650s doesn't mean that you get a bad interest rate. It doesn't. I've seen scores in the low 600s get a really, really, really good interest rate. Why? Because somebody took the time to research the score, where you were previously, why you went through it, and how you've reestablished and what you're doing now. Where you were previously, where you are now, and what you've done to reestablish. Paramount when you're financing a car. Paramount. And the last is they think it's too long to take delivery. And the thing is that people, their patience have kind of run out. And with me, I am the worst person to deliver a car to. I want to know how to put gas in it, where all the buttons are as far as turn signals and windshield wipers. I'm gone. And it has cost me down the road. Nothing more embarrassing than being at Lowe's and not know how to open the back window of my truck to put the lumber through it. Okay. I didn't tell the guy what I did for a living. When he was showing me, he goes, what's the problem here? I said, I can't figure out how to open this back window. And he just reached in, it's right up here. Okay, thank you. He goes, new truck owner, huh? Yes, sir. First one.
And join me on the Automotive Edge radio show every Saturday morning.
But here's the thing. And Dan Smith just popped in here. They do not do the add-on and options at Louisville Volkswagen. You get to pick what you want on the car.
Beautiful.
But here's one thing I want to tell you, the listeners. Do not, and I'm asking, kind of telling, hurt a dealership survey because of what you didn't want to do. Don't do that. I had one guy that I sent over, and I called him. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's the deal? What are you complaining about? Blah, 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 blah. I said, no. Hang on a second. You told me. And he goes, yeah, I kind of did. I said, now call that dealership and apologize and give them a perfect survey. That's not right, because you were in a hurry. You thought you knew everything. You got frustrated, and it's the dealer's fault. Not true. Not true. So when you get that survey because you didn't want to take time like Kurt to do a full delivery, Oh, I'll just read the owner's manual. No, you're not. And then something's going to happen. Where's that button? How do you do this? You know what? I still give every vehicle, and I had an instance last year, the delivery and the salesperson were terrible. I rolled with it because the price was where I wanted it to be, but I still gave them perfect. And let me take that back. Completely satisfied, because it doesn't say perfect. And I gave them all 10s. On the other ones that went 1 through 5, I gave them all 5s. And then I sent an email to the owner. I sent an email to the manager, or I went to the dealership and spoke my piece. But that survey is part of their pay plan. It's part of their pay plan. And you're punishing everybody in the store with a bad survey. Completely satisfied, speak your piece with management.
Well, just because, then all this information tainment, whatever they call it, there's so much there. And just because maybe you didn't quite get it, man, we talk about this all the time about, I don't want to hear the birthing pains. I just want to know how it works. And sometimes you don't quite get it. So if you don't quite get it, don't blame the guy.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. And
right.
there's so much information there. I get it. It gets nowadays is frustrating, but don't take that frustrating attitude on the person that's trying to show.
Or here's something I ran into that really, it's the cat's meow for me. You buy a vehicle and then you bring it home and all your neighbors come over.
Okay.
And
here they start.
Here we go. And then one of them, there's always that one guy.
No.
We're going to call him Herb.
Herb, I like that.
And if your name's Herb, this is not directed at you. And Herb goes,
we got to get some phone calls.
Hey, Kurt, you know what? I paid $4,000 less than what
oh,
you did.
Boy.
And all of a sudden, what? Oh, yeah, come look at my buyer's order.
Oh, boy.
And you don't even know how to read that their trade was worth more, or they had a bigger incentive, or whatever the case may be. And then you get that survey in.
And here we go.
And you punish people because of what you were told. Let all that go. I'm telling you, life is too short. And with what the dealers, their profit margins, for salespeople, is so thin that they rely on surveys for bonus money quarterly. It's not a lot. We wonder why there's so much turnover. You show up to a dealership and they're gone. That salesperson is because they're working a lot of hours, and that pay, and as time goes on, it has shrunk. And those surveys are part of their pay plan. And don't blackmail them with it either. I talked to a guy and he goes, well, I'm holding on to that survey. Did they do this, this, and this? And I went, boy, do we need to lay hands and pray over you? And he goes, what do you mean? I went, shame on you. It shouldn't be that way. There's too many other problems in the world and bad things going on. Those salespeople need good surveys, and especially new salespeople that probably don't know everything. And I get it. Our expectations are very high when we're buying a vehicle, second largest purchase in our life. But have some mercy, have sympathy, have forgiveness. Care about them as much as you care about yourself. And talk to them. Hey, you missed this. I didn't understand this. It's called dialogue. It's a phone call. I have one salesperson. He goes and will visit you at your home
1 minute
to make sure you fully understand it. Those are the relationships that we'll put you with in the auto industry.
And Dan Smith says, send me all your 600 scores. So if you got a little issues there, go to the Louisville Volkswagen and see Dan. He'll take care of you.
That's right. He wants to make sure you're a long-term customer, not just home runs. Dan Smith there at Louisville Volkswagen. Hey, remember today, turn off those electronics, get reconnected, tell that person you love them, have forgiveness and understanding in your hearts, and the world will be a whole lot better place. We love you. Thanks for joining us on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. Be sure to go to theautomotiveedge.com for all your automotive needs. Have a great weekend.
And tell your moms Happy Mother's Day.
That's right. Happy Mommy's Day.
Thank you, Art. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all have a good one.
We clear?
Well, I think so.
See you later, buddy.
All right, talk to you later.
All right.